Welcome back to the Iron Harvest pre-season tournament. Day number 2, my name is Loco. I'm joined here by none other than Sir Tobi. Tobi, how are you doing today?
Hello guys. Yesterday was great, and I hope that we have a similar exciting day today. We'll see about the new contestants.
Yeah, yesterday we had obviously day number 1 of the tournament. Some of the games were a little bit one-sided, and some of the games obviously went a little bit more the distance. I mean, I think we set a goal yesterday that we want to see at least 3 of the really big mechs, right?
Yeah, well, let's hope so. And I want to see the ice map, so fingers crossed to see some variety here. And yesterday as well, we saw pretty much only Polania on the battlefield, so let's see if the contestants today in Group B are actually going for the other factions. And just as a disclaimer, so you know, we are right now in the Iron Harvest pre-season, so what the people are playing here right now is the beta, the public beta. You can still go to Steam, can go download it, try it yourself, and be part of the Iron Harvest universe.
Try it, guys! Come on now!
Today that it will be unfortunately tomorrow locked away, so be quick, go download it, try it yourself.
Yeah, obviously the game, it is releasing
they're showing
very
it.
soon.
Nice.
But here we go, the first game of the day, man. The production is on point today. We're just jumping straight into the very first.
I'm going to turn him down a little bit because yesterday.
Xyr0N, he qualified through one of
Xyr0N Polania with Lech and ToD looking to open up with Polania. Lech, oh man, I don't know what map this is, but he's going reserve too. You know this is going to be a base rush. Oh boy, against ToD, who's picking what? Anna and what? Anna and what though? Oh goodness gracious. I heard it's good. Yeah, I heard Iron Harvest is pretty good. I heard some professionals are playing it right now actually.
Story behind that. We have Xyr0N here.
Oh boy.
We'll later talk to him and ask him
there it is, boys.
how things went. But and that's
is Xyr0N going to be able to withstand ToD with the reserve 1 Polania opening? Let's get that out of here. Let's get that image. There we go. Perfect. Nice. They got it. They got it.
So if he ends up winning this game, we'll make sure to.
Alright, boys and girls. This is going to be at the bottom. No, that's not Jay Danzy, a Muslim. Instead, that's somebody else. Alright, Xyr0N towards the south, and we have ToD towards the north. We are playing on Border River. This map is going to get a little bit tweaked, depending when they're going to be able to throw that into the game, but it is going to change a little bit in the near future. But we do have some movements out in the battlefield right now. As Xyr0N's capping up his oil pump close to his base towards the right side and sending one of his riflemen to the island. Usually what I like to do is send that rifleman all the way up to the grenade part of the map, which is a little bit further north, but he's gonna go for the iron instead. They got observer mode up in the beta. No, they do not. It is available for developers and whatnot for these casters, but not right now. We're gonna get observers soon after release. Anyways, this is gonna be our first feature of Group 1, Xyr0N versus ToD. ToD is being, passive. He's gonna capture his side of the map first. However, we do see Xyr0N crossing the bridge here a little bit. He's standing on the bridge. Nope, that is an engineer just placing a ton of barbed wire. There's a ton of wire up there. Just throughout the entire bridge has wire. That's not ToD, that's an AI. ToD DC'd.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Xyr0N does it very, very well. He's also protecting the bridge.
Ah, and he won. GG.
What the hell happened?
Maybe you're right, Nikito.
Maybe something went wrong. I'm not entirely sure here. We didn't catch anything out of the ordinary here, but
Or ToD saw the 2 troops and said, "That's it."
And Xyr0N won.
okay. So we just got an update from production that apparently ToD disconnected, and that does mean
We have some insiders there. Nikito, before anyone even knew what was going on, came in the chat and said, "That's not ToD, that's an AI." And I thought that was a meme.
He did a very interesting move. He put barbed wire in the middle of the.
Alright, bro. They're gonna replay this, obviously.
Of course, makes it unpassable
Let's see what they got to say here.
Can't shimmy around it.
Exactly.
They just have to go through.
Yes, ToD would have to bring the big guns and shoot it down actually. So he protected it very well. We'll see.
They will most likely not change their build orders because that would be
Xyr0N
somewhat
would do
unfair.
that, and if ToD has an answer for that.
I'm from Well Played TV.
unfortunate.
Trojan told the news.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
actually
wow.
pretty unfortunate,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Especially if you disconnect and you just showed off the strategy that you were aiming for. Obviously, it happens.
Well,
right?
welcome,
Like,
welcome,
this game
Nikito.
clearly was not over yet, so.
Well, good that we have the fog of war, so let's hope that they didn't see each other moves. But Xyr0N, who's right now today here at Saturn.
I like how they put the
that's where
poster
we are
there
still
from
today.
yesterday, blocking the people on the
Skirmish arena,
couches.
playing the ESL finales of Iron Harvest.
Sorry, StarCraft 2 players are this bad? Well, it's a different game.
He seemed, I don't want to say confident, but he
Kagor,
played the game a lot. He is a
Kagor
community
says
member
yes, I
from
guess.
day one.
Very bad.
Yeah, we actually
Jeez,
played since
boys,
2018.
be
Exactly.
nice.
Back in the days, he kickstarted the
Pog
game,
Viet,
so
let's
he
go.
knows the game in and out. He said that he watched us
These boys have
yesterday.
been
He was
playing for
confident
other
and
tournaments
other
for
fighters.
StarCraft 2 and Warcraft and
He is a
whatnot, so
big,
don't expect them
fan
to
of
be
well played.
amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he was very excited. But he's also pretty confident, I'd say. So he said that he wants to show a good fight against the pros, and of course, as a community member, he wants to get to the finale,
All right.
where
One more
the
time.
winner gets it all. The winner of the Iron Harvest.
There it
tournament
is.
gets
They lock in the same
2,500
ones, obviously, to keep it fair, to have no advantage on
Pretty
what the
healthy
enemy
enough, man.
did pick.
That's a good number.
There's
Yeah.
nothing to
Don't
scoff at,
flame them.
especially for a game that is still in the beta. I mean,
Just
there's
insult
obviously a
me.
lot
There
of
you go.
Bigger tournaments to come in.
I'm
the
open
future
for
as well, so I'm
insults.
excited to see
I can take it.
where this is
I'm a
gonna
big girl.
go. So already a little bit of a mix-up, right?
Kind
Fight
of.
me.
So we see that Xyr0N is doing late
Fuck,
reserves.
Vacation
Yesterday we
Adventure are the
saw
best
pretty much
RTS
only
players.
Early reserves. So Xyr0N, if he gets to second reserves, he will be
Second reserves, man, I told you guys.
on the battlefield.
I even told Loco and Tobi that yesterday. We might see reserves too.
The downside, of course, on relying
Alright,
on
mass grouping towards the.
early
This
game, you need to be
is
very
somewhat different to my playstyle,
place early reserve 1.
as I like to go for the resources.
So we'll see about that.
Alrighty. So luckily for us, just for convenience sake, ToD once again spawned in the top section of the map, and Xyr0N is
He's gonna split up his
bottom.
forces this time.
They're immediately going
Engineers
after
are
some of
going
those
towards
resources
the
once again.
island.
Now, it is a really important point that you bring up, right? So those reserves, they are essentially picked before the game starts off. You can't
Uh-oh.
really see exactly what
Is he going for the resource or the bridge? The resource. Okay.
which is very, very
I thought he was going to
important.
counter
Reserves
by
are being put
building
in at
barbed wire
certain
himself.
stages of the game. Now, if you decide to go with reserve number 1, you can get them out quite a bit.
ToD
earlier
is a
than
Warcraft 3
reserve
player,
number
not
2.
StarCraft.
So that does mean that, technically speaking, at least in the early game, ToD should have the upper hand. However, if the game progresses to the point where reserve number 2 can be...
Yeah, this whole early game thing is going to be interesting. I think Xyr0N's going to be able to answer to that.
I'm excited to see what he's gonna go for. Looks like he doesn't care too much about the fact that
Here comes the, So what I would do actually, right? I would go in there and take his grenade.
He is still gonna go for the really quick defense right over
There
here.
goes the wire to block any pathing towards the island.
So he will
This is super meta if you guys don't know on this map.
mechs, which are extremely powerful.
Placing multiple wires, not just one, because one grenade, that's gone. But if you place multiple wires, it'll take them forever to get that.
One strategy could be the
We
camping
are
of
capping
infantry and
decent amount of resources, more resources than Xyr0N has.
even the anti-tank guns like
So there you go.
here on the map.
More wires than
So
one.
we'll
So it's
see,
gonna take more grenades.
if
But you can always steal that grenade, you know?
Yeah, so obviously this is, like, it works well obviously right now for Xyr0N in this section of the map, but it also kind of forces ToD to go through the center or obviously on the left-hand side, this open fight.
We need to zoom out the camera a little bit for us
Another
here.
way that we didn't talk about just yet when it comes to gathering resources is that there are some things that you can pick up. on
That's the
map.
grenade I was talking
So
about.
there's, for example, a weapons crate right over here that you can use to upgrade your infantry, and there's also some other resources that may very well be gathered here by ToD in just a little bit.
All right.
Now,
So
I
right
know
now
that
we're seeing the resources for ToD up top, which is 260, 280, and one.
I know that if he
115
signs up for a tournament, he's gonna certainly try his very best
or
to
so.
win victory, right? So I can
We don't have a
imagine that
barracks
as he's
down yet.
studying the game, we
But do know Polania barracks
obviously
is cheaper,
I'm
so
excited to
he's
see how well
delaying.
he's gonna do against
He's
someone
delaying his
who I
barracks
guess
a
we can
bit.
already call
He's
him a
building a
veteran.
ton of
For like
riflemen.
2
I
years
think too many,
behind
to be
Harvest.
honest.
I'm excited to see how well he's gonna do against someone who's
The
really
barracks could have been down already.
As I said, he was trying in free.
Where's ToD
qualifiers
from?
to
France,
out
actually.
twice. And the interesting thing is, in the qualifier round 3, when he tried, he was.
Yeah, the map's being fixed. It's currently a whip. Work in progress. Iron Doc reported for duty. Thank you, Doc.
Like that, like his boss. However, in qualifier 4, in the
It's like Xyr0N's gonna go with the cannon here.
beat Mixu
Now,
and
the reason Xyr0N wants the cannon, right? People tend to forget he has a Juve in reserve too.
here after the third
So I'm gonna whip you. So he's gonna be able to put that gunner inside the Juve once he does have reserve too. We're sitting on 400 iron. I don't see a barracks yet. Thank you for the follow, Xyr0N. I like Xyr0N. Rifleman versus Rifleman. One has a grenade though, but Xyr0N's behind cover.
We've got a grand total of 5 games happening here today.
Looks like we're gonna be pushing through the middle here. No.
So far, it seems to be relatively even.
Oh, hello!
A bit too scared to engage, I think, for him. 4 riflemen though. Holy, 5 riflemen. Wait, Todd has a ton of units. What is going on? Nikito, thank you for the follow.
Oh, hello!
Jay Dono, thank you for the follow. Thanks everyone for the follows. So if you have multiple units targeting one unit, you do pin them down.
Hello!
Yo, Sage, thank you for the follow as well. Look at the damage coming out. That is a huge. That's the first time I've seen that many infantry units being used by a pro player. Xyr0N needs to be careful, man. I mean, he has a ton of resources as well, and the one. Oh no, this is gonna be a rough one. Ooh. Yep. Full retreat. Todd should definitely start pushing towards in here. He can be aggressive if he really wants to. He can be aggressive. Don't be scared. No, no, no. That. What he should have done is push through that bridge and thrown a grenade. Look at that float. Yeah, the float is real. As you can tell, Xyr0N already has his barracks down. There. Oh, a workshop. I stand corrected. A workshop calling in the Schmauer. Again, something we're not used to seeing.
So if you can get that cannon set up, obviously, to point at this bridge, you can prevent your opponent. Well, not technically prevent it, but you can at the very least make sure that they're gonna have to commit very hard to pressing that bridge.
Well,
now is making,
that was allowed for now.
This flag right over here.
So if you don't know, now you know. All those victory points, those little dots up top, each dot will give you 10 victory points. So that's 20 bonus victory points for decapping that. You can get a total of 50. That has been reworked since the beginning of the beta. Back in the day, you used to just decap and get 50 points immediately. But this way, makes it less cheesy.
Yeah, he's gonna move forward.
Getting into the front. Okay.
Maybe go after the oil pump over there. I
He
mean,
might harass. Oh, here comes the Schmau. So that AT is there for support.
Will deny them resources, and while you can't
What the fuck's the rifleman doing? I don't know. But the Schmau is here.
He did get himself a mech out already.
Quarter health each shot for engineer. Gonna try to get behind cover. AT doing some damage as well.
The fastest in the entire game. So the Polanias are known to be
Oof, that NG's dead. You can retreat it all you want. The Schmau's gonna be able to clean you up. Riflemen are coming in. This is not something you want to fight like this. However, more riflemen are coming. Now, the only thing he needs to be careful of is that AT cannon. Nice rear damage, though. Okay, not bad, but he's gonna be able to kite pretty well. Look at that damage that came in. Oof. Oh, he's overextending. He's overextending. He threw the grenade. Wait, whose grenade was that? Xyr0N's grenade. Okay.
Right there as well, yeah. And this has got to eventually force ToD to back off. Definitely overextending here a little bit.
Oh, yo.
With all of the units that he's got, I mean, he's still
Enjoying life. Oh, the
cannon
blob.
zone as well that he's desperately trying to get into the right spot, but these take, well, like you pointed out, a little while.
Reserve 1 is coming out for Todd. This is definitely the best defense of the pro player so far. He's not floating as many resources as well. He's a little late on the reserves, but hey, AT's here on the side. And the Schmauer is pushed up a bit. If the AT were to be placed down, you can get a shot in there. AT! Nope. Oh, there it is. He's gonna bait. Ooh! It hit the house. Right around the cover.
Xyr0N got surprised by the anti-tank gun from ToD here.
Yep.
So he positioned himself behind the house. There is a line of sight, so the weapon cannot.
You gotta be careful here, bud.
But Xyr0N has
Those cannons are gonna do work to that field cannon.
Yeah, he's been getting these grenadiers out for, or these anti-armor guns rather, out for a little while already. They haven't.
The cannon looks at the gunners. Here comes reserve 2, 1. I mean,
see the hero right there.
Gotta micro around that AT. Oh, no, 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 no. Gotta be careful here.
Very powerful, and I think he should be able to push this back once more.
Hitting the front like that is just doing damage to the AT. If you flank around, you can do damage to the people manning it and decrew the AT. Alright, so he did destroy it. There's a retreat going on. The only thing Xyr0N needs to do is wait until reserves. Oh my gosh, if a Warcraft player actually does defeat one of our veterans, that would be hilarious. But sad at the same time.
Yeah. So I think that this is the moment right here where ToD really wants to capitalize.
Yep,
Right?
retreat
so
that.
Very well that his opponent is going to have very powerful late game units.
Being very aggressive. So that clumping, that blobbing, is that's coming from StarCraft. That, like, I can see, like, the Protoss players, and I know he's not from StarCraft, he's playing Warcraft, but that's essentially the same thing. There's a lot of, like, unit composition blobs.
This is good for him, right? At this point, I would like to see him continue pushing maybe towards some of these other.
He did break through this bridge.
Or if he wants to feel really, really.
So let's see if Xyr0N does have what it takes to be able to defend. Oh, he did a mass retreat. That Slashstick is dead. Oh no. Oh. Jeez, that was a mistake.
Range, hit and run. That's where they excel. However, it's true. ToD is.
He should have. Well, you know, he should have backed off earlier.
He is still forgetting the flags.
Not essentially a mistake, but I think that's just a game knowledge, not knowing when the enemy is going to be able to come back with reinforced units.
Right. So fighting, but in the end,
Xyr0N is floating so much. Xyr0N is waiting for res 2.
Yes, I'm excited to see when he's deciding to call in his own reinforcement, right? So like you pointed out, he needs to get a second.
He might not even need it,
well.
to be honest.
Once he gets it, he can get himself some of those bigger maps out onto the map too.
Currently, he's winning in victory points.
Still extremely powerful here, but
LOL, it's over.
for the blue player quite a bit.
It's over. Mano says GG, it's done for.
so that he doesn't necessarily need to retreat. He can repair them.
He could have rest 2 if he wanted to. Yeah, but he rested Shmialis.
Yeah, that's a clever move. However, Smialis are great.
Grenade
However,
into the blob.
anti-infantry unit, so
Whoa!
Yikes.
Massive grenade threat over there. Beautiful move there.
Wiping units one after the other.
Pushing this back right now is fantastic because at the same time.
Oh, we're going for Polania exosuits. Interesting. Not something we see very often. Or at all at this point. We saw it in the qualifiers when they were broken with melee.
Speed up that progression here at the top section of the screen even more.
exactly, and
Well, GG is called.
what?
Wow.
Okay,
He threw in the towel.
that
Is he
was
shooting at that for a while? I guess.
no. I didn't see any shooting in there.
I guess that yeah, the GG, like the text on the left hand side, can be a little bit difficult to
Yikes.
to notice sometimes. So we may have accidentally missed.
Yikes.
There we go. Nicely done there by Xyr0N.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was an open fight. I don't understand what happened.
Yeah,
right
it was.
now.
That's the
I really
game.
don't know. Maybe,
I think Tobi's surprised.
we get some information about that. Well, I hope it was not. I really hope it was not connection because
Yeah.
that would be a huge shame.
We'll probably get an update on that very, very soon. So
Oh, hello.
obviously, I mean, we can.
I think
all
Todd threw in the
conclude
towel.
That Xyr0N was ahead, right? I mean, he had more resources.
sure,
he
though.
had more victory points.
He sold
still
it
had his
HQ? Shut
reserves
up.
ready to go as
No.
well, so those were still like on the back burner.
No.
That said, yeah,
Did
I'm
he?
with you. Like, it wasn't quite game over just yet.
Oh, definitely not. So I really don't know what happened.
Oh,
Todd did a great fight there.
no.
He did a really good job. He had an exoskeleton unit already out, so it's extremely heavy infantry, super heavy infantry. So yeah, it's weird. But yeah, maybe he felt like that's the moment to say goodbye. Yeah, we'll hear later if this will count as a win or if there was some technical issue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sad.
it said on the screen that like the headquarters was destroyed, but I don't think that's certainly not what happened, right?
No, that is exactly
It
what happened.
wasn't quite in
Could
range
have
of shooting
happened
that.
eventually. What
This
could
is
have
a
happened
win. Yeah, he's gonna have to. They can't replay this.
accidentally Put,
Can they?
destroy-
I don't think they can replay this.
destroy building or something like that. When you click on your building,
Oh.
you can.
I have done that myself in one of my first games where I picked up my barracks. I was like, okay,
I
let's
saw that.
upgrade this bad boy.
Yeah.
And then I accidentally demolished it instead.
Yeah.
I
feel
never
like
said I was
Oh,
smart.
this
are
could have
those
happened.
those
That
upgraded
would be very
emotes?
unfortunate,
Those
yeah.
are awesome, yo.
Tell me in the Super Pro scene if there's like if this would be like this StarCraft whatever finales.
Not fair.
and someone
Replay
does
this.
that by accident. I mean, that's his fault.
I don't
guess,
think
right?
giving
There's
Todd
no
Yeah,
way
no,
he
that's
can.
no,
Once
no, no.
again, another
there's no way you
chance
can. If you accidentally
is
destroy
fair
your own
either.
stuff, that's obviously on you, right?
That's really sad. That's really sad. That was a really good match, and I'm 100% sure that Xyr0N was
Why
sweating.
can't you destroy your own headquarters though? Is
I
that
have
even
no
an
idea.
option?
That's
Good question. Good
my
question,
guess.
Loco.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why is there
I
a
mean-
button for that in the first place? Like, it doesn't
When
seem
is
to be a
second
very
game after
useful
this one?
It's all
Once
good.
they
It looks
figure
like
out
we
what's
are gonna
going
be
on.
Jumping into the second game here very, very shortly. Now, we did get the reasoning as to why our South Korean player has the nickname that
yeah.
he has. So, do you recall the name by any chance? I keep forgetting. It's a
Juutalenin.
complicated name. So, we have one of the competitors that made it through the bracket stage in the ESL qualifiers.
I told him yesterday.
He's from South Korea, but he's got
And
a
then
Finnish
this morning-
name.
Exactly. He's calling himself Juutalenin.
There it is. That was it. Okay.
Yeah.
I remembered Jut, but I wasn't entirely sure.
Our buddy Sketchy told me why he's called Juutalenin, and I'm trying to find out right now because apparently the name is from. Let me see. So
An anime.
It is. Ayla Ilmata Juutalenin is one of the main supporting characters from the Strike Witches anime series. She's a flying officer in the 501st Joint Fighter Wing.
It's from an anime.
Anime.
Long story short. There you go.
Long
It's
story
from
short, it's an anime.
No, but that's pretty cool. So we were wondering about that yesterday. Like, how come a South Korean player has the name that's clearly in Finnish, but it wasn't that complicated after all,
since-
sadly.
since the Japanese guys did an anime about Austrian girl Heidi
Our buddy
playing in
Sketchy.
Austria, so
It feels good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good.
Anyway, so match number 1, I guess Xyr0N gets the win. So congratulations, Xyr0N. Very unfortunate, but we'll see if we get a comeback or something later. And now
Sketchy
we
Squad
have
cast, maybe in the future.
Juutalenin against who?
HeroMarine.
HeroMarine. Oh.
So-
or LLLLLLL.
Yeah, his nickname apparently in game is LLLL. It's basically a barcode.
barcode,
It's
yeah.
what people refer to as a barcode in StarCraft 2. Basically, if you look on the ladder, in especially on the Korean server, there's like 50 people that have the exact same nickname, and it's all just a bunch of lice. Or a bunch of lines, rather. So it's all like
Lice.
capital
Just a
I's
ton
and
of lice
lowercase
everywhere.
L's.
Just
And
infested.
it basically makes it impossible to differentiate.
Just
who's who.
everyone on the ladder is
Technically
just
speaking,
itchy
it's
as
supposed to be
hell.
done with the idea that you don't have your strategies leaked. But I mean, if your nickname in Iron Harvest at this point is a whole bunch of capital L's, I think everyone will be able to recognize you as HeroMarine pretty easily. Now, HeroMarine, for those of you unfamiliar, he's a top-level Terran player from Germany. He actually lives,
Ooh.
if I'm not mistaken, in Cologne.
But is he
That's where we
top-level
both
Iron
know
Harvest,
ourselves
though?
As well.
That's the
Well,
question
maybe,
here, boys.
maybe the invite was not quite correct. But regardless, he is a current, like, I mean, it's hard to say who the highest ranked players in the world are in StarCraft in a game that's so competitive, where tournaments are being played all the time because the ranking, it's
The game was so
switches,
boring.
but
Yeah.
There's
I
no
mean,
denying that he is,
Jut and Xyr0N are gonna face off against
top
each other.
10,
That's
I
gonna
would
be,
say, for sure,
top tier
outside
gameplay.
of South Korea, top 20 world for sure. I mean, sometimes a little bit higher. He's good. He's good. Long story short, he's very
And
good.
you told me that you are very good friends with them and that both are.
All right, right now we're going to
Yeah,
so-called tryhards.
yeah, he's certainly a
Xyr0N
tryhard. Yeah, he
beat
doesn't like participating in a game that he can't.
Todd.
win.
Next
That's like
is
really funny
Juutalenin
moments on
versus
Gabe's live stream
HeroMarine.
as well, where he's playing
And then
against
I'm
an
guessing
opponent and he
that
loses after the opponent.
Juutalenin is probably going to beat HeroMarine, and then we'll see Xyr0N face off against Jut to get to the finals, which is happening tomorrow. And those should be some pretty good games as well. That's going to be a best of 3, by the way.
He's going to be joining us here as well. Now, we obviously don't really know exactly how good he is at this game. We know that Juutalenin obviously went 7-0 to make it through the qualifiers, which, yeah, is a very impressive.
Xyr0N.
It doesn't just
What's up,
happen
dude?
randomly. You have to actually
Everyone says
do the
GG
game
in chat,
order to
man.
go 7-0.
Even though that
so
was
for
an easy
HeroMarine,
game
I mean,
for
he
you.
felt really confident. He's always very confident. So I'm excited to see how well he's going to do here. But
And I think to remember that Juutalenin was winning the very first round of the qualifiers. So he was the first player to actually be able to play here today. So we'll see how he's doing. And then again, I'm very, very curious to see how HeroMarine does. Yeah. So you said what's his main type of game? Well, RTS, of course.
yeah,
but
he plays Terran. He plays Terran.
okay, so StarCraft then. StarCraft.
Yep.
Let's see. let's see how that translates into his iron heart.
Terran is the
They
Space
are,
Marine
if you-
guys,
if
right?
you know, just
I'm not a
squint
big
little bit, you
StarCraft
can see
player,
the Marines running
unfortunately.
across the
And
map.
I know,
He's
I'm
very
sorry.
good. Like his name is
I'm really
HeroMarine,
bad.
right?
Okay.
He's very good at microing the unit. So, yeah, we'll find out. So the game is currently loading. I
Space
think we're
Marine
gonna be seeing
dudes.
some varieties again. Yeah, we will.
And
Nice.
we will for the
Juutalenin hovering on the
Here we go.
Brunhilde.
And we have a
Oh,
Saxony
God.
match. Oh, great. I will show it later on the camera. I have
Are you
my Saxony
kidding me?
t-shirt on today. So
You're already
I-
stripping again,
I was
Tobi.
stripping it. I
Oh
waited for that moment.
my
And we see
God.
Another interesting news,
Saxony
Juutalenin
boys.
is going for reserves too. Heavy
What
reserves
is
there
this?
with the Brunhilde, with the Kaiser, and with the Erlkönig.
So Juutalenin
And
is hoping that
HeroMarine
his
is going
early
for
game
reserve
is going to be
with the
withstanding the
Glenbard, which is one
Saxony
of the
Res 1 early
best
game.
anti-infantry,
The
mechs
memes
we
are
have.
real. We
One of
never
the
see
best
Brunhilde
strategies
being used
right
in the
now is
competitive
Saxony to
format because she has
early
850
rush.
health.
So let's
Several
see
AT shots brings that hero
someone
down,
told
but
us
you
to
do
do
have to remember,
Yeah,
it is a
I'm excited
hero,
to see how this
so it
plays
is a
out.
mech
So
they
really
can
cool
get
to see the
revived. Hello
variety
trees,
of,
how are you doing?
of picks
The camera
already
kind of
in
bugged
the
out
games
there,
compared
and we're going to just censor that
yesterday
up for you
especially.
guys.
I don't know why my camera went all the way over there, but it doesn't really matter. Spotting here with
Bring them down a little bit because I want to be able to cast
opponent.
a real
In the
game,
red, already
boys.
moving out onto the
He's
battlefield.
BMing him? Oh yeah, you think so?
Also known as Big Game.
There's a child outside crying. I don't know why.
Nice to see. Nice to hear.
All right.
But what's interesting again, yesterday we were playing pretty much.
They stole the mean reserves.
We have the winter map, which is.
I have a feeling
nice to see.
we're. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get to reserves too, boys.
As we said,
I don't know.
We have 3 lanes here.
Look at Hero though.
Play different, but I see
Pretty sure
that
HeroMarine is red. Yes.
HeroMarine knows about the stash here.
Hero's going for the stash. Hero went for the grenade on the side as well.
Spawning, so the first player who gets them keeps them.
Oh, this is the best setup so far I've seen out of the pro players.
Early game boost, especially since HeroMarine is playing.
All right, so we do have grenades for him over
Yeah,
here.
lots of variety and strategies that we now also see on this map already. Now, once again, we do see the barbed
Grenade
wire
is
laying
down.
right here on the bridge very quickly, but I love this move here from HeroMarine.
All right,
Throws the
all he
grenade
needs is
there,
one more
it's
grenade,
only
and that's
around for like a
open.
minute, but he kills a couple of those engineers, and he's going to be able to, at the very least, destroy.
This is
the
gonna be
barbed
interesting.
wire over here, forcing a lot of lost time here as well if he wants to.
This is gonna be so interesting, yo. Holy.
Slow down the strategy quite a bit. I like it.
He took all the reserves. Sorry, not reserves. Resources.
HeroMarine did not take the weapon crate, so in that crate is, I think I do remember there's
Grenade.
an anti-tank gun inside. Doesn't feel like he needs it yet.
Oh, on the other side, yeah.
Good. Juutalenin should take it then.
Anti-tank makes you slow down. Makes your unit slower.
Grimbard.
Yeah. So we'll be
Oil,
seeing the
capturing 3 nodes at the same time right now.
This game, throughout this match as well. Once
Oh,
more,
Jut,
the infantry
Jut, come on, buddy.
played with,
Don't let
especially
us down,
in the
man.
stages of the game. The mechs, they cannot capture any of
HeroMarine
the
shouldn't
structures.
kill the first guy now.
Generally speaking, not as mobile either. I mean, some of the mechs are the ones that we saw in the previous game. They are very fast, but they can't capture any of these structures. So having the infantry.
Wait, he locked his
inside,
NG?
It's very
Oh, in
important
the
for
barbed
many
wire.
different reasons. I mean, first off, they're very cheap. Secondly, they can loot these structures in the different.
Alright, keep
crates
moving,
and
keep
whatnot.
moving.
Well, lastly, they can also pick up weapons that either the opponent has.
Jut does have victory points and iron on the island.
In the weapon crates. Those are also
So it's gonna start trickling in his favor.
Speaking in the earlier stages, we will be seeing quite a few infantry units utilized here, and you can see, well, even more are being added.
If Jut wins with Brunhilde, he's a top lad.
To see Saxony actually
I'm not gonna
play
deny that.
so
If I was playing, I'd be. I'm sorry. That doesn't matter what skill level you are, whether you're a StarCraft pro or new to this. If we're playing competitively, I am not locking in a Brunhilde.
Saxony is
This shows some real balls out of Jut. I'm not going to deny that. Because there's always a chance that, you know, the other player might actually know how to play.
Yeah, I really like the map design actually on this one, right? It's very tempting, probably.
Oh no, Loco, you don't.
Similar bridges.
Trust
maybe
me.
On the map, you know, like the same bridge on all locations.
I mean, you do, but
This is now
it needs a
kind
little bit of
forced.
tweaks,
Actually,
which he
once
doesn't know
again,
about
here in
yet.
the center, or over here on the left-hand side.
Top
this
Flex
is
2020.
wide open, so going down this, you know, this area. I mean, you go down towards the low ground.
He was using Brunhilde against Troit last night too. Was he really? I didn't tune into Troit's stream. I was busy doing emotes because I'm a loser.
The center of the map by HeroMarine will probably be forced to retreat here for the time being with this really nice setup here of Juutalenin. But
Juutalenin is well prepared. He's using the
All right, so
cover.
everything got capped,
wall here,
all the
so
resources,
as you already
and some of them are being have been upgraded
Iron
on the minimap. If there's a double circle around a resource node, that means it's upgraded.
Not the strongest weapon wins, but always the
We have a lot of Saxony troopers on that side right there. Okay,
So Juutalenin does it pretty well. Good
go inside the building here.
I like this. So he's trying to make
Some of these buildings don't have windows on certain sides, so Jut might not be firing back, but he is definitely behind cover. So he's going to win this engagement.
And while the units are protected here inside of the structure as well, this is not bad whatsoever here for HeroMarine.
Ooh, I like this. I like this.
On the left-hand side of the map.
They're slightly grouped. Their grenade is coming around.
Very good because he has to.
Nice, nice. Micro. Okay, Hero. Okay. We see you.
Little island on the right.
He's gonna get pinned down. To more than one forces are targeting one unit, so he's gonna get pinned down a little bit.
And yeah, HeroMarine has to take at least one of them to get the victory points.
You're gonna have to help him out, bud.
Okay, so here we go.
You're gonna have to fully retreat here. There it is.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say that HeroMarine is gonna have to retreat. He did use the retreat button there as well on his infantry unit.
So far, I haven't seen really any mistakes.
They're gonna be heading all the way back to the headquarters to get held back.
I mean, any mistakes that the other pros have done.
Give UT right here a ton of time to do whatever he likes.
Not sure if that was the right move though.
I don't see a lot of people picking Brunhilde. This will be a strange match. I agree. So 10 extra victory points to him if he does decap this. He's going to spread out his forces here after that retreat. A little bit of a harassment here.
He then can come back with.
Instead of retreating, he's just going to pull back instead. That's a manual retreat.
I do like his multitasking though for HeroMarine. Like he's very fast in StarCraft especially, very good at like controlling everything.
I'm not going to deny that. He's actually doing pretty well.
Constantly just threatening the capture.
There it is. 10 extra VP points go to Juutalenin.
Well, they're going to be available again now, but they were running backwards towards the main headquarters for quite some time. This does give Juutalenin quite a bit of time.
Ooh, gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful here. Might be the first wipe if he's not careful. There it is. Alright, cool.
HeroMarine was also able to upgrade all of his, well, the remaining 3 pumps he has and mines he has.
Jut was able to capture that flag.
For sure, especially since, yeah, gives you more resources.
No, he was not.
As long as you hold them,
He got denied instead.
However,
Okay.
you need to be careful which pump or mine you upgrade.
VP points, 110 versus 0.
The bigger the chances or the risk to lose them.
Yeah. Yeah, this area of the map though, the area on the right-hand side.
Trying to figure out what Jut managed to build. He does have a building down below. Oh, that is an Xyr0N boy, so he did manage to build a workshop. It's the first time we see the Xyr0N out in the battlefield for the playoffs. So we are rushing workshops. Both for Xyr0N and both for Jut.
HeroMarine away from that position since the very beginning, and it's costing him slowly but surely, right? Because we're already at 122 victory points right now.
Pushing through the middle here.
Points to win here for Juutalenin, and if this
Xyr0N close behind, near the bridge. But he does have a cannon ready. HeroMarine is expecting something big.
He's gonna slowly get more and more points and eventually just reach the 500.
Jut trying to figure out what he wants to do as he sees enemy forces approaching towards the flag.
Bring out the first mech, so he has the Xyr0N mech, which is a very
There it is.
looking Saxonian anti-tank mech.
Because wheels are overrated.
Exactly.
Peeking at the flag bearers,
Everyone can do a wheel, so why not?
attempting to defend the left side of the map.
Yeah, we'll see if
Oh,
can
such a good position for it to be in.
And to talk about that,
Does ton of damage too.
You are completely right. So Juutalenin was really quick, put up the barbed wire. HeroMarine will have to
Oy.
bring out heavy.
I'm surprised we don't have reserve 1 yet for
That takes time.
HeroMarine.
Micro, it needs micro. Yeah, and he can't
Woo.
spend that time right now.
He didn't lose him. He didn't wipe him. There's one more unit model in there.
Here as well. Now, we do see that
Holy! Wait! No! Oh, I thought he was gonna keep going towards the base. Oh, I got that scared me. That scared me. The way he was pathing.
I mean, of UT over here, it's gonna take like the next 30 seconds just trying to make.
The way he was pathing, that looked like that was gonna be a base rush, boys.
Very important.
But Juutalenin must come back. Yeah, there he is. He must take care of. The
Wait a minute. This just got interesting.
Grimbart there.
Oh, no, don't turn your back.
Yeah, he's way too strong against infantry.
That AT's getting in position. I don't know if I can fire through the bridge like that.
Slash.
It did shot. It did shoot. Shot. It shot. It chat. It chat.
That's what we talked about yesterday as well. So the anti-tank guns are usually the last resort against mechs, and that's a very good move of Juutalenin here.
Going to take the ton. The AT. Oh, the Grimbart from the other side is taking AT damage as well. That AT is shooting. Is it shooting?
Not so good, but I tried my very best.
Yeah, it is.
Oil
Okay.
Drop is captured as well, and HeroMarine is actually starting to take control of this map.
Oh, hero.
Very good. He's pushing hard. That's very good. He's forcing Juutalenin to.
You get around that. You gotta get behind that so you can deal damage to the infantry members. Oh, grenade coming down as well.
Very good move.
Gee. The ragdoll.
Brutal animation right over there.
Yeah, Juutalenin just lost his.
Looks like Gunter's gonna be able to clean this up. Actually, Gunter died, but that's okay. You can oh no! That's not enough damage. You just need the smoke. Just vanished.
Veteran ability as well, creating a smoke screen, and that's gonna make it super difficult.
Vanished in the night like Batman himself.
Perfect move.
That vet one hit at the perfect time.
Just in the spot, upgraded or leveled up. Gave him a little bit.
Hero though, utilizing his reserve one pretty damn well. This has been the best showcasing of the pros playing so far.
Inside him. Well,
He's even using the engineer to be able to heal up the Grimbart. I love this.
Pretty lucky, but pretty good move.
All right. Man, I'm actually so excited about the fact that like mid control is so important here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of chess, which is good because, you know, it's obviously a strategy game.
Isogrim's still smoking.
Middle is absolutely massive. Regardless,
420 vape.
you, once again see the tank coming in
Oof,
more.
dead NG.
I think that HeroMarine may very well have to back up here.
What are we doing here?
Once more, the units they do
being-
take bonus damage from the back.
Oh no, I don't think he knows how to.
Great move there from Juutalenin.
I don't think he knows how to
Was very clever.
transition into the space properly.
The Grimbart, he was shooting the engineers who were repairing the Grimbart.
Yikes.
And now we see exactly.
Oh, he stopped with him. Keep moving. No, Hero, you're gonna lose your Grimbart, buddy.
Great. Because getting shots in the back is lethal for those giant mechs.
Oh, that AT's laying there in the middle of the map too.
Infantry as well.
Oh no, he doesn't know how to transition into this phase properly.
Slaughterhouse over here in the center of the map, man. I don't want to be a Marine.
Enemy surrendered. Yeah.
Happened here again. Who knows?
Wait, did Juutalenin just GG out?
No. Hero
I
GG.
must ask a question. Are you guys sure that there's not a time limit or something enabled in the game?
Oh gosh, they're messing this up, boys.
You can time bomb the matches. You can set in.
What happened there?
10 or whatever minutes you.
Hero was doing such a good job too.
I mean, HeroMarine was in a beautiful position here, but this
Yeah.
was certainly not over.
Strange.
Alright, we're gonna get to intel in a second.
Okay, so yeah, we're trying to reach out right now to Juutalenin here to see if maybe
If you
something went
get
on his
lonely
side.
and hanging out in
We'll
voice
get an
chat,
update on that
yeah.
very shortly, because it felt like this game was still.
I'm gonna talk to Loco
Maybe
afterwards, and
it's
then we're gonna end the
advantage
stream.
here for HeroMarine,
Loco and
but
Toby.
probably
I
not
have some
something
stuff to
that,
do.
he intended on leaving
I can't
just yet.
hang around for long.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I hope. Well, I don't.
Casters again don't know why the game ended. They'll get intel. They'll get intel. Don't worry.
We'll find out, but we will give you some.
Jit wins. The meme is a reality.
Very soon, hopefully. Meanwhile, we
Alright.
live screen as well, so we have.
Things are slowly falling apart. No,
day
get
2
over this.
was one day too much.
normally day 1 is the day where things get a little bit shaky, and then day 2. I mean, yesterday went pretty much as good as it could have gone, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we are still in beta, so maybe some of the kinks still.
Was
have
it
to
really
be,
over? I think so.
worked out here as well. But as soon as we get an update, we'll let you guys know as well.
I think that it was
Meanwhile,
over
you
right
can
there.
tell me about your Iron Harvest experience. So you played. What?
Intel. Here it comes.
It's legit. We just heard. So HeroMarine GG'd, but why? That's a very good question. He lost the Grimbart, maybe? Did he?
Yeah.
Usually?
Yeah.
He lost his he had a hard time getting his hero back up, I suppose. But
Yeah. He didn't have anything.
okay.
I guess that's comes from his StarCraft background. I guess. I mean,
Us StarCraft
The
players who
shade.
give up fast.
no,
is that
no,
what you're
yeah.
trying to
Well,
say?
that's
Shade.
that's what I learned in those 2 days knowing you. That on someone has this particular
Toby, stop.
mech or unit or whatever on the battlefield, it's an insta GG. Maybe he felt like he can't come back. But I must say, I heavily believe that Iron Harvest gives you the chance for comebacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I've seen it. Right, like
and
it's certainly
Juutalenin just
doable.
showed it as well, and HeroMarine showed it as well. Juutalenin was capturing all the
It's a
most
StarCraft
of the
thing?
resource
Yeah.
points from HeroMarine, but he got back and he actually pushed inside Juutalenin's territory.
After personally attacked.
Interesting.
Just
I
kidding,
guess he
by
ended
the
up
way.
losing a lot of infantry units.
We will
and
have to ask him later.
yeah, hopefully we can,
What went wrong?
pick his brain a little bit on that one. That does mean that we're going to be jumping into the winners match very shortly.
Jit versus
That's
Xyr0N.
2 fast matches. I hope that Xyr0N and Juutalenin will Not GG out. wait for the last second and.
Especially on the snow map, it's a little difficult sometimes to see the GGs, right? Because the GG, it's like a white chat or a white text on a white background. It is a little bit complicated.
With one eye, I'm checking the chat, and Kissland TV
using
says,
both eyes.
"I love Loco and Tobi."
Oh, that's so beautiful.
What?
Man,
I don't know if you can see us because we see black, but
Hey,
hard,
me too.
hard.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey, me
you were
too.
excited about Border River.
Oh, it's follow
yesterday.
only? Fine.
I was, and now we
Here,
have the
have
third
my follow.
Border River map.
You're like, when do we get oil spill? I want to get some oil spill going as well.
Oh, just,
I love
just
them
for the
too.
people. Today I asked for it, and I learned what's the reason.
Whatever. They're not gonna see that.
Who's
It's okay.
deciding what map to play? So it apparently works like that. We have three 1v1 maps right now. Oh no, it's oil spill. But we have 3 1v1 maps. Every player has the chance to.
Let us watch, guys. Never surrender.
Cancel one of the maps. So he says, I don't want to play this one, and the other ones I don't want. And we pick the third one. So that's fair, I guess. Everyone can kick one map, and the third one will be played.
Yep.
Today we had twice the ice map, and now we have oil spill.
Ooh.
I talked to Xyr0N earlier. He is a big
Xyr0N
fan
on
of
oil spill.
He said he likes the relatively big size of the map. Gives him more variety, more tactical.
Adribas calls the base rush already.
Do you think we're going to be seeing the Rusviets as well then on a map like this? Because they are obviously very fast and they can get a lot of mobile units.
Jit is the only one I would
I
see
mean,
picking.
Xyr0N and Juutalenin, they definitely know each other. They are both veterans from the Iron Harvest community. Maybe one was watching the other one playing, so who knows? We'll see what
I'm calling Jit Saxony.
Come up with.
And
we see that Xyr0N is going for Polania, and again, oh, interesting.
Xyr0N.
So we have a Polania versus a Saxony match here.
They're both gonna be res
It's
too.
the first time where we have two different.
But the Brunhilde again,
and
boys,
both are going
strap
for
in.
Reserves 2 and
Strap
heavy reserves
in.
2. So we have the Tour
Oh.
for Xyr0N and Brunhilde and 2 Votans on Juutalenin side. So we have heavy machinery, both in reserve 2.
This is for the finals. This is for the finals,
I hope
okay?
we can see the big mechs.
Whoever wins
That's
this
the
game
chance.
plays versus Well
that's
Played
the
TV
magic
on
of
Sunday
matches.
for
I think that's
out
one
of
the
a best
things
of
that really
3.
Sets,
Let's go ahead
Iron
and
Harvest
tune them
apart.
down a little bit here. So don't scream in y'all's ears, rip headphone users, by the way.
There's some really cool.
Alright, get that out of
I
here.
remember when I first
There you
saw,
go. Thanks, Ted.
What's her name? The Steve Mutter? Oh my god, that was.
Juutalenin versus not HeroMarine, but Xyr0N instead.
In English.
It's like a stepmom.
Good luck, have fun, good luck, have fun. This is Xyr0N's favorite map, by the way.
Guy here, right? You're supposed to be the.
Here we go.
Exactly, I'm the German guy.
Yeah.
Iron and iron being
Both-
capped,
none of
iron
us
and
can
oil
speak
being
English.
capped
No,
for
your English is
Jut
on
towards
point.
the north, as we have Xyr0N towards the south.
Anyways, guys, so here we go. Xyr0N is playing here with the blue colors and his opponent.
Finally, an interesting match. Yeah, we just had to wait for the people that had experience in this game, you know what I mean?
Game approach this time around. I don't actually know if you've seen that yet. I think
That was the inevitable.
early game reserves primarily, and then obviously, I mean, the game it can still end in the early
Team Xyr0N is here.
But this does
Hey man, I do love Jit though. Jit does some... Jit is no beta.
It's a big map, so wouldn't be
Jit does pick some strange compositions. We have the Brunhilde here.
You need those 2 buildings, you need the barracks and the workshops. They cost a lot of money. The Polanians have an advantage here because they have the cheaper buildings. Maybe that's an advantage for Xyr0N. We'll see about that.
It's true.
But then, once the big
Capping the
maps are out,
resources.
both
Xyr0N currently on 3 nodes versus 2.
then probably Juutalenin will
Engineer's gonna turn themselves into flamethrowers here.
very interesting.
And if he does what he did during the qualifiers, he might go harass or break down a resource node.
Definitely, relies on the engineering skills. The heavy
Miss
mechs
R
have
picking time against
variety for
Brunhilde.
great artillery
I actually don't know.
very strong
There it is.
units.
Getting
And
an oil
the
pump.
strongest and the biggest of the Saxonian mechs, the
Currently
Kaiser,
3 units
is,
available.
pretty much walking
A
fortress.
grenadier and
No
2
weak point on the back. It
2
has a machine
That's
stormtroopers.
literally what it says in the description as well.
Rushing towards the industrial area here.
It has a machine gun
There's a
on
ton
the
of
front
resources.
and
Xyr0N is there as well. Here's going to be your first engagement. Obviously, Xyr0N's going to have to back off of this because that's just too much firepower for him to be able to deal with that. He did leave one of those nodes there. Flamethrower does show up in support of that. Flammenwerfers indeed.
Slowly but surely, but yeah, he does have the
All right, vets know how to you know play against this kind of stuff. He's gonna have to micro shoot and micro.
to use them next to barrels
There we go.
or the cars that are standing around because those can
Decent
always
trade,
aim
but
at
nothing too crazy.
Oil pump is fine though.
It's fine. It's fine. But the gas tanks...
Getting behind cover here. Flamers can definitely step up if they wanted to, but remember, they are slower. So if they get caught out of the position, they're pretty much dead. There's a lot of damage. Good micro again. Yep. He knows exactly when the flamethrower animation does proc. So look at that micro, boys. That is so good. Flamethrower's getting in position again to be able to get some damage down. One of them at least. Microing again. But more Polania riflemen did show up, so there goes that. Ripperinos. You think Jut might cheese the game, Sketchy? I don't know, actually. There's a little bit of a firefight going on towards us. Whoa, we're going full melee here, aren't we? No, we're not. We're just being bullies. We're just being bullies. And New York City makes itself aware by honking horns outside. Trying to deny the capture here, focusing the ones that's trying to cap. Are we going melee? A bit desperate. There's 3 riflemen against 2 sax troopers. Sax troopers are pretty low already. Need to respect that. He's going to be retreating. The oil is going to be really valuable, obviously. Do have a little fight here as well. Oil is valuable for Xyr0N due to his res 2 heavy composition. If you click on this unit, you can be able to shoot at him because right now they're just locked in melee. But he's going to retreat. Not retreat, but pull off of that instead and try to get some of these victory points. Towards the north side of the map, though, we have a huge engagement. I wish they can pan the camera over there. Looks like there's a bunch of Saxony troopers. They're pulling back again. Barracks or workshop? Workshop it is. There we go. So probably gonna see the Isogrim early, if needed.
Going straight into the workshop, so skipping the barracks altogether for the time being. That does allow him to get some of the mechs going, and especially some of the earliest mechs you can get. They're fantastic against the opponent's infantry.
New York City excited about the game as well. New York City might be hit by a hurricane. Well, Ripperinos. Hopefully it won't be tomorrow during the finals.
I mean, the longest game potentially as well.
I hope so.
I'm so unaware of my environment that I've been just iron harvesting for 5 days straight. I don't know what's going on in the news.
And I also want to invite everyone to watch and join us tomorrow on Sunday, where we see the finals. Well played, and Jay
Okay. Pushing up pretty aggressive here. He does have some forces that he needs to be aware of. He's gonna be able to pin down these flamethrowers because remember they are slower. Look at the damage coming out. Oh, the focus fire. All right, so they are retreating. But are you going to chase them, or are you going to fight the riflemen that are poking you down? You're going to fight the riflemen in full melee combat. Look at that brawl right there. Saxony troopers, Germany running in there, just beating them up. The bullies.
And the interesting thing is that Juutalenin had 3 units, meaning that 2 occupied the...
Welcome to my world.
The 3rd one was using the guns.
Hurricane's supposed to hit today. All right, hopefully it'll pass for tomorrow, so it doesn't like affect any connection issues, because it does that over here. Has map control now after that fist fight. Workshop is down. That's going to be an Isogrim at 6 minutes.
And it's the anti-tank.
Okay. Let's see what he does with it.
So we'll see.
He's not going to be able to catch it, but the Shmawa does show up. The Shmawa versus Isogrim is actually an interesting composition. I think the Shmawa wins, depending on how your micro is, but straight up, the Isogrim does win. Because it is a unit that... Oh, Jut is going to lose that. First casualty of the game is going to be your Saxony trooper on full retreat right now, being chased down. Boop. There you go. Jut currently winning in VP though. That's another retreat. However, Xyr0N is going to be able to manage to kite with it essentially. Kite in an aggressive manner. Oh, the Isogrim does show up for support though. So there you go. The Isogrim does essentially win because if an engineer were to heal up the Shmawa, that splash damage is real. But now we are outmanned. Okay. Yeah, the Isogrim does not care the splash damage here. Actually huge. Maintaining control of this side of the map. He's gonna... Woo! The Isogrim damage though. Engineers doing what they can to stop the riflemen from capping up the oil pump. This is actually the best thing you can do with engineers. They don't do much damage from range, so melee is actually a lot better.
fight against the regular riflemen.
Is Xyr0N gonna be forcing this?
Them down, meleeing. So
I think he's gonna try to force capture this.
You can see every
Oh, he's gonna lose this unit though. He's oh man,
cancels as well, and that
close.
is huge.
The ice cream.
He just spent like a full minute trying to capture that and it didn't happen.
Oh.
The tank is coming in from the left as
No,
well. Big
he
mech.
made it out.
It is available.
One more volley. Oh, he hit the building.
To at least force the units
Whew.
away from that oil mine.
So from what we are seeing right now, I think
The ice cream plays were real, man. He pushed through the wall there and then tried to help out the engineer, which is great.
a bit better. On the map, it looks different.
Xyr0N's getting a little bit too greedy.
Oh, Juutalenin.
A little bit too greedy for my liking here.
Interesting. Very good game.
So what exactly are the requirements to start up those reserves, right? So as we pointed
You
out,
need a barracks, you need a sorry, you need a barracks, you need a workshop, you need one of those to be upgraded.
what do you need to get them?
Yes. So
He's gonna explain.
So that in the beginning of the game, you can decide to go early or late. To get the reserves out, you need to go to your HQ. For the reserve 1, it's okay to have either barracks or workshop. So one building is enough. Then you can call in the reserves. For reserves 2, you need both buildings, and at least one needs to be upgraded. So
There you go, Toby.
that is that's a big investment.
Yeah.
He got it.
If you play so, and if you
He got it.
on reserve 2, you can have
He knows the game.
huge, the strongest mech
Confidence.
can go out.
Again, sending low units to be able to capture up some oil pumps.
That's a huge
There's huge engagements towards this side.
but you need to get to that point. It's expensive, and you need to survive.
Okay.
the game.
And with support of that Isogrim, these Polina troopers aren't going to phase any sort of victory at all. The Shmiawa is a bit outnumbered here as well. I like that capture. I like that capture.
Of the game so far, they constantly are fighting over this location, and well, judging by the fact that this game has been pretty even so far, right? I wouldn't be
Very even. Actually, really good game so far.
walking on the battlefield very shortly too.
Oh, I like that graphic.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Blue and red.
Juutalenin is doing quite okay.
Production is on point this time.
For the big mechs. He could use a little
We do have a barracks down for
infantry,
Juutalenin.
but he probably has a plan with that money.
So
So
really soon we're going to see the Res 2.
I love the fact that the mechs take the shortest route. I know I said this yesterday as well, but like most of them are not particularly
10-minute
fast,
game.
right? Like some of them are very mobile, but they always take the short.
Trying to decap some points here. Get some extra victory points. I'm pretty sure the victory points are going to be maxed out down there. Near the flag. So there's going to be 50 extra victory points.
They actually do destroy the terrain and
Ah, 40.
the hiding location.
I was wrong.
Right now, you blink twice, and all of a sudden the entire map is taken by the player in red.
yeah.
There's going to be a long fight here. Nobody's really hitting anyone.
Even taking the third flag. If you
Jut showing up again with Saxony Stormtroopers. There it is. Decapped. 40 extra victory points. 160 to 36. Xyr0N is struggling to maintain map control. Just by one Isogrim. Not something we see very often. At all, to be honest.
anti-tank infantry units, he still cannot send the reserve 2 team. He needs one upgraded building. He doesn't have that.
Losing entire map control.
Right now, so I think what he's been trying to do is that he's trying to get up reserves 2 as fast as possible.
Headquarters? What's being built out of the headquarters right now?
Trying to get that up and running, he has kind of lost control of the map.
Interesting. Has to call the Smiley back. Smiley got some rear armor hits. It's always very dangerous to call.
Yeah, his comeback is Res 2.
If they have to turn around, they will show the back.
Really, really slow units right there.
Vulnerable.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Res 2.
25 iron and what was it? 255 oil.
Oh boy. Lek is here though. So we have Res 2 for Xyr0N as well. For some reason it didn't show up in his bottom HUD area.
Yeah. Oh,
The Reses are out, boys.
2 as well.
Isogrim says, no, God, please.
Reserves 2 for
Alright.
Xyr0N. Whew, that was 5 minutes before the end, so that was pretty good. That was last second move, very good.
Once again, a smoke screen here being used.
I have a feeling there's two outcomes right here. Jut rushes base. Sorry. Xyr0N rushes base or Jut wins by VPs.
He does very big melee hits, well, unless he keeps fighting here underneath the smoke. There he is.
Healing him up
So he
as much
is
as he
all
can.
over. He is Lech Kos in his
Lech can absolutely withstand all of this stuff, no problem. And he's going to be able to level up if he keeps fighting like this.
in the campaign.
Inside the smoke.
Has a big
Just he doesn't
campaign and you
care.
know about him there. However, he's a melee.
He's shy, man. He doesn't want to show himself on screen.
Oh, Shmiao comes up to support as well. There's a retreat out of the Isogrim. Isogrim's going to be down.
Come close, so we
There
see
you
what
go.
And he is mainly doing
Auto attack. There it is. Boop. See you later.
is, he has
Alright,
cannon
the
armor.
mech that has been bothering him all game for the past 10 minutes or so is finally down.
Here as well.
However, the Tor is moving towards the middle side of the map as well through the oil itself.
With a huge mortar gun on the top, but the special ability is that you can put in units and
Fortify.
Xyr0N has the anti-tank people, the anti-tank infantry inside, so not only
2
is he
Votans
dealing
though.
with the mortar, but also with
Oi, 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 we're gonna need some ATs against this stuff.
oh god.
Here we go. The big mechs have entered the battlefield. Now, one thing we haven't pointed out yet is the big Tour.
Tor can withstand some of this stuff actually.
Faction. But here we go.
Brunhilde is here too.
Opposing hero as well, joining the battlefield.
There's nobody inside the Brunhilde to be able to man the broadside cannons though.
The now smaller looking
Oh, look at the Votans taking damage.
mechs are now looking like teeny weeny toys. The Votans are probably best anti-tank.
One of them is retreating further than the other one. That, oh no, I don't like the health of the Juve.
Fight the Brunhilde. Not only can it
Getting a bit desperate here, to be honest. He's trying to focus down the Votan.
inside
He's in the very, oh, he vetted up. He can use his ability if he gets really desperate. He's trying to micro him out of there.
But it's a veteran Tour now.
Nope, doesn't matter.
now the
Oh, the
gets
Tor is trying something. Oh no, greedy.
units are trying
Ah.
because the biggest
That Votan's almost dead. The other gunner's gonna be able to shoot at least one more volley.
slow in turning, getting into his back.
The Votan's gonna be able to retreat. And here goes another ice cream to be able to defend it.
We just see the infantry.
Oh, they're not in range.
Walking between the legs right here of all these big machines.
There it is. Oh, okay. At least he traded. Okay, at least he traded one mech for another mech.
Amazing move, really good move, Xyr0N.
Yeah.
That was big.
He exited the unit that needed to counter the Votan was actually pretty damn good. Here comes reinforcements. Is he gonna be able to keep this Tor alive with this much firepower? Firepower.
Wow, I'm excited. It looked very bad for Xyr0N, and now wow,
Its death animation is so sad. It's like he's breaking through his legs.
wow, and now
Alright, all of a sudden Xyr0N has managed to turn this around.
wow.
That did not look
So
good.
just about 2 minutes ago, he
Team
was,
Xyr0N is here though.
out of this game, right? The opponent had basically captured the entire map. Now, while
Left cost is really low somewhere at
Oh,
base, I think. Thank you for
hello.
the follow, Roharta13.
Xyr0N right now trying to make a push for the opponent's main headquarters.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Ooh, that's big here. So we'll see what Juutalenin has the advantage. The defender has a smaller advantage because standing inside your own base gives you the chance to insta repair your units. However,
Oh,
this
yeah,
only
the
works
insta
once there's
repairs.
a cooldown. You cannot spam the repair button.
Oh,
Right
elite
now, GG
Tour.
is cold, and there we go. We were
There
talking about the
we
comeback
go.
between
That's it.
Wow.
right before this game.
That's it.
The previous match, I mean, that was a very quick GG.
That's it. It's
This
just,
particular one, though,
it's too
despite
much. It was just too
a
much.
rough spot there for a little
We
bit.
didn't have any AT cannons. That's all we needed. It was one AT cannon for that tour.
Congratulations, Xyr0N. That was huge.
Xyr0N took it though, boys.
Awesome.
We're gonna see Xyr0N against Well Played
That was
TV.
amazing. Xyr0N,
Tomorrow.
it looked really, exactly as you said, it looked really
That was a good one.
Juutalenin
That was actually a good one. Xyr0N looked like he was in a lot of trouble.
The reserves to out last second.
Ooh.
Was able to fight back and got map control quick.
The tour is insane.
The
Like
tour
we were highlighting all of the other mechs as well, but the tour is just like, yeah, I'll just, you know, be kind of out of the screen because I shoot a mile away. You know, I just stand to the side and just keep boom boom. Like I just keep firing away at the opponent, and it got in a lot of damage. Leveled up to elite there at the end as well.
That was wild.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Were those banner
we
emojis?
just
I can't
heard that
upload
we
them
are
on
able to
Twitch.
get an interview very soon. I just want
Yep.
to add that.
Oh, we might see Xyr0N in a little bit.
It was sad that
Or maybe
Juutalenin
with the
standing
pros.
With the Votans right next to his workshop wasn't quick enough to click on the repair button because having the Votan in full health could have turned the tide. Who knows? But yeah,
Yep.
very interesting, very good match.
So Xyr0N is actually somewhere in the building. I believe he's he's somewhere over in the back.
I mean,
But
he's
he's going to
probably
be joining us here
celebrating.
in just a little bit. Yeah.
I'm not
Xyr0N said
100%
he's
sure
gonna be wearing
how
his
the
Polania
tournament
shirt.
structure works, but I believe that
So hopefully he's repping that.
Will has to play.
I really hope he's repping
tomorrow.
the Polania shirt.
In my brain, that's right. The second of this one playing it. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe.
No, not quite, right? Because this was the winner's match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Juutalenin still has to actually qualify for tomorrow.
Oh,
still has to
right.
win
True,
another
true,
match.
True. I'm
So the way
sorry
we
about
play this is we have player
sorry.
A versus player B, and then player C versus player D, right? And then the two winners face off against each other in that match. The two losers face off against each other in
Yeah,
that
we have
match. And then
losers bracket right
the
now.
loser of the winners match goes up against the winners of the loser map, and eventually we get 2 players to move on. So that does mean we're going to be getting ToD versus HeroMarine here next, which I know those guys well. I'm excited to see how that's going to play out as
I
well.
have
and
the
winner of
brackets
that
for you guys
has to
in a
go up
sec.
against Juutalenin. That does mean, though, that Xyr0N is right now qualified for tomorrow's finale of this tournament as well, where 4 players will remain. He just guaranteed himself $500, which is
Amazing. Big
nice.
move. Again, as I said,
Sick move.
big heart here for the community. He's a community guy. He went through the very hard
Sick
qualifiers
move,
for him.
boys.
Failed twice, made it last
Oh, I'm
second
editing
into the
the
tournament,
brackets.
with the last qualifiers, got into the finals. Now having the win, now securing at least place number 4. So he has great chances for the win tomorrow. I think he's playing really great. We'll see how he does against who's waiting there, Danzy, and well played. And yeah, very, very nice that someone from home, someone from the community won. Very, very nice.
lots of German, right? So you must be excited about that too.
Here's the fast version.
We'll
All
see
right,
about that.
I'm not
I
gonna save anything.
I strongly believe that he was.
These guys are gonna face
hard,
off against
not
each other.
only
Winner
against
here is gonna
Juutalenin,
face off against
but
Jut,
also against
and then most
HeroMarine.
likely Jut is
The
gonna
match
play
was
Jay
really
Danzy
good.
for the losers bracket.
Unfortunately, HeroMarine called GG.
Jut,
but
man,
he played very
GG,
well, so,
dude.
yeah, we will ask
It's
him
okay.
later
You did
what's
amazing,
behind
man.
Those GGs.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Xyr0N's coming.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. We're going to
Maybe
go
not.
into a short break first before we get the interview underway.
All right,
Don't
fine.
go anywhere. We'll see you guys very soon on the other side.
Saxony.
Saxy lost. Saxy lost though. All right, 2-minute break. 2-minute break, boys. Can I do this? Am I allowed to press buttons? There we go. All right. I'm here for the banging tunes. I'm actually really happy that we saw some surprises that game. Especially with picking, I think, the Brunhilde was a ballsy pick. Chain commands. Infantry going first into cover instead of following your move command. For example, capture point, etc. I'm sure King Art Games is in here going to be able to address that. Because I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I'm ultra happy it went that way. Me too.
Hey guys,
Hey,
welcome back to the
Xyr0N!
Iron Harvest preseason. We are joined right here by none other than Xyr0N. Xyr0N, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I won it. It was really intense, but I'm glad I did it on the first try and didn't have to go down to the losers bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we saw a couple of games already today as well where, you know, it was still...
I was told that we have to check cables, and I'm doing right now because
Tobi, what are you doing, bud?
There's a lot of interesting things to say, but we Hear
We
him.
want to hear him perfectly.
So I think this cable I'm holding in my hands doesn't.
It's gonna
look-
You know what?
pull the.
I'll give you
He's
my
gonna
headphones,
pull the
and then
wire.
that probably works a little bit better. Because otherwise, we're gonna be fiddling with cables for the next 5 minutes.
Okay. Come next to me,
There you go.
and I will have a short talk with you, my friend.
Oh, he has a really small head.
But there's a lot of things inside. So, Xyr0N, thank you very much for joining me today. I told the chat already that you are one of the community members. You made it through the
Wildfires.
pre-season qualifiers in the last second, right? First of all, congratulations for the win. Great matches there.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me here. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah. Tell us a bit more about the match against Juutalenin, because I must say I already thought Juutalenin will crush you there. He pushed you back into your own
Damn.
base. Tell me about that.
So, as I told you in the break, I've never seen such a good Easy Grim before. Like, the use of the Easy Grim was on point by him. He really had it on the map, like wherever it was needed at the given time.
Yep.
I was surprised, and I even prepared like an ambush with the Xyr0N and gunners sitting on the corner of the map. But it like didn't do anything to him because he saw it coming. Maybe, I don't know. So that Easy Grim was really a strong one. Yeah, well played on that one. And well, I fell back, waited out, got my reserve 2, and start pushing.
Yeah.
Started
Wait, are
pushing.
you telling me that this was on purpose? You really let him go into you?
No, it's obviously not on purpose, but if I manage to get more of the map, it's fine. When the reserve 2 comes out, obviously he's a really good player, so he managed to push me really hard back. I think at one point I only had like 3 mines left or something.
Yep.
Exactly. I was saying that you had only 3 upgraded mines. At least they were upgraded, but
At least, yeah.
Juutalenin was pushing hard, micromanaging his Easygram, exactly
Yeah,
as you
the
said.
Easygram
especially on that
overextended.
bridge. But you did the same
That's
thing.
why
you
he
had
lost
the
it.
Smialis out, and I saw a lot of micro with the Smialis there. That was also very great. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for that.
Great matches there. You are qualified now for the finales tomorrow. Yeah, right. You're going for the cup, for the big win. If you manage, 2,500 euros are waiting there for you. But let's start in the beginning. You told me before when we met today that in the qualifiers it was kind of hard for you. Can you tell me about that?
So I went 5-1 twice in the qualifiers,
Oh man.
and basically I played the first and the third only. I skipped the second, and in the third I lost to Mixu in my final match, I guess. Or maybe it was the fourth, I don't remember, doesn't matter. And then in the final one I got revenge against Mixu. So that felt good, and
yeah, the base
it
rush.
was like the last
We were
spot
here for that
the
one.
finals, or for the group stages.
That was the Discord
so
stream.
I'm glad I managed to get here. And well, obviously for everyone out there cheering for me, I won't disappoint you. I will give my best, and I will obviously try to win the thing.
I saw that yesterday on Twitter and on the Iron Harvest Discord channel that they already have Team Xyr0N prepared there. Did you felt nervous before playing the game? I mean, you said that
You're welcome.
You played a lot of Company of Heroes back in the days, right? But never in this kind of tournament official state, or how?
Yeah,
was it?
yeah, exactly. I only played some Hearthstone tournaments back in the day. I played a lot of Company of Heroes, as you already mentioned. And well, I've learned to don't be nervous before the matches. Like you ask me all the day, and other people ask me, "Are you nervous? Are you nervous?" Well, I'm not. Like
Making him nervous.
until 10 minutes before the game, then the nervosity kicks in. Right?
Nervosity.
And then
That's a new one.
when the game starts, I kind of transfer that into focus, and then I can focus on the game, and then nervosity. Well, it lets me focusing better. And I obviously know that every opponent is also nervous as well, because such an event is like, it doesn't happen every month.
That's all right,
So, and there's
You
a
can be
lot of money
nervous.
to get.
It's
So
just
obviously
anxiety,
I know
man.
my opponents will also make
all good.
mistakes, so I try to be less nervous than they are. And that probably gives me the lead.
Okay. In your first match, you were fighting against HeroMarine, right?
No, it was ToD.
Oh, ToD. I'm sorry. Against ToD. We saw early GG. First, it was technical problems, but
Yeah,
then
exactly,
we saw
we
an early
started.
GG from ToD. We were kind of unsure what happened there. Do you know?
I
what might
have no idea. So in the Discord, we have a Discord for the players. He wrote like he didn't even connect to the game or something. So I guess the AI took over, and then the game said like he surrendered 2 minutes after. That's like a basic thing that's in the game. And well, we restarted then obviously, and then after the game, after the second game that I won, I turned on into the stream, and you were confused if I won or not. And in the Discord, he wrote later he destroyed his HQ in order to surrender. So,
so it was a plan GG
yeah.
for him.
So I killed
Got
obviously both of his Strajniks and the Anna. I don't even remember, did I kill Anna? I don't know. Obviously, but he surrendered. So GG well played to you, ToD, by the way. GG well played to you, Juutalenin as well. And yeah, well, I'm hoping for an exciting match 4 and 5. Because I can lean back now and watch my
And relax.
next opponent.
What's your victory? Did you saw yesterday the matches? What do you think about well played and Jay Danzy? So you, I guess, did some strategic spy on those potential enemies. What can you say about your opponents tomorrow?
So I think that well played is like the strongest contender. If I should name one of the three, like. I think he's a really good player, and obviously he managed to beat Jay Danzy yesterday. And I think Jay Danzy was really nervous yesterday. I mean, the amount of mistakes he made, like he ran the Xyr0N into the MG, and he built a third Strajnik after losing 2 of them already. That was like such a desperate play.
I like the small shit talk.
No, not.
I was nervous doing
Zara was
that.
like, no, I'm a good
That's not
guy.
a shit talk at all. I'm just trying to analyze what happened because. Well, obviously, if you go third Strajnik after you lost 2 of them already, it's like a desperate play. And when he saw the
throw him under the
turret,
bus.
he surrendered, obviously. But I'm glad they both made it out of groups. And, well, we will see tomorrow, right?
Shade
I'm
out
not
of
going
nothing.
to shit-talk anyone. I respect all of my enemies.
That's good. That's a very, very good move.
And I hope, well played, and me, we will meet in the finals.
Yeah, that would
There you
be
go.
great, especially because
Xyr0N
I'm
is a
big
good
fan
kid,
of
man.
the community members.
Xyr0N is a nice
going
fella.
through the long
He's a
way,
good
going
lad.
through the qualifiers, and now entering the finales. Thank you very much for being with us. We will now, in a very short moment, watch the last match for today. It's HeroMarine against ToD, and we will see who of them will come out victorious.
And then Jut too.
And we will do a very, very short break before that because we need to give you some free time to sit down in the lounge, drink a drink,
Yeah, I will grab me a drink and then
grab a drink and
lean back,
celebrate.
relax,
I
and
mean,
watch the last game of the day.
I mean, really, congratulations. You went the very long way. You did it way into the finals, and you qualified yourself for the big matches tomorrow.
We're social
and
distancing.
again, as I said, the winner awaits the big cup with 2,500 euros. Second place gets 1,500. Third and fourth 500, which means you have the 500 already. Congrats for that.
Thank you.
And yeah, so short break, and then we will see each other.
Kiss,
again
guys?
with
Don't-
the
oh, don't
last
kiss.
match for today.
All right, 1 minute break. Boys. Xyr0N well played TV for the finals. Juutalenin in the lower bracket. HeroMarine versus ToD is coming up next, and then I don't know when the lower bracket is going to play, but we are most likely going to have Jay Danzy versus Jut, which is going to be another good game. Jut probably going to be pulling Saxony out of his back pocket once again. Hopefully not with the Brunhilde. Just saying. Just some advice. I guess they're verified. Also, COVID situation's much better in Germany. Yeah. I'm excited, man. Let Jut live his life. Alright. Lower bracket time, boys. 10 seconds. Yeah, he did. He played the Brunhilde. Against Xyr0N. For the final, well, to enter
Hey
the
guys,
final.
welcome back to the Iron Harvest pre-season finale. My name is Loco. I'm joined here by none other than Tobi. Tobi, did he have anything interesting to say just now?
Yeah, he
I
was.
sadly couldn't hear.
Obviously, well, unfortunately, with the third mic didn't work, but he was extremely excited. Of course, he was talking about his match. He said that it was very close. That Juutalenin did an extremely well match, a really great match. And yeah, but he then pushed. it
StarCraft
back.
players coming up next. Well, Warcraft versus StarCraft.
Great win for him, and now we have the last match of the day. We have ToD
These
against
are always
HeroMarine,
interesting.
Polania
Let's see who
versus
throws GG first.
If I'm not mistaken, one more after this as well, right?
Oh,
So the
wow.
winner of this match goes up to Juutalenin, and
Yep.
that will be the final match. It's all good.
The
It's all good.
more matches, the better. So
I
I'm
agree,
looking
man.
Forward to that.
Alrighty, so here we go. ToD versus HeroMarine. I'm excited to see how well these two
Alright,
guys are.
ToD is gonna be on
against
Polania.
each other. You can see hotkeys are being made right away. So ToD playing with the blue
HeroMarine
colors,
Saxony from the
his
north.
opponent. HeroMarine playing in the red.
Pros being pros.
Yeah, he's not actually using his hotkeys.
I have
so
faith
far.
in Hero. Hero
He's
looked
definitely
good.
shift queuing. now.
Hero looked good
Definitely shift.
versus the game
Flying
against
straight for the center actually to pick up those
Xyr0N?
resource points. So we've seen this as a
Jut?
theme throughout all of these games
forget
so
already.
far. It seems like the resource points that just spawn at the very beginning.
Who's like
those are
Civil War? Who's
absolutely
going to
critical
surrender
pick up as
first?
quickly as possible, just because you get a nice little boost right away.
I got a little bit insight from the first match of ToD against Xyr0N. So Xyr0N told me that they had a small talk later on Discord, and ToD actually really GG'd. So he
Yeah.
felt like he couldn't do anything anymore, and his way to GG is to destroy his own headquarters. So
Hey.
obviously,
That's pretty cool.
Okay, that's what
That's a
happened.
cool way of
Alright.
saying GG.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, I saw as well that he wasn't too happy with how the game was going. The opponent had grabbed a little bit too much, and he was ahead in tech, obviously. So I figured, okay, this game is
The
over.
turtlemech one
Not
destroyed
gonna
my
bother
Voton.
trying
Yeah.
anymore.
The turtlemech and then
actually
the
both
gunners
played
inside
very,
of
very
it.
well, very good.
So
I'm looking
close.
forward to see how this turns out playing against each other. And it's nice to see to have Saxony there again. So we have Polania versus Saxony. Yeah, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, so HeroMarine earlier today, very confident. He said he was going to easily destroy ToD. So we'll see
Damn.
how,
Okay.
how this is going to play out. Now, Gabe is always confident, though. I don't think I've ever seen a situation where he is not feeling, you know, peak confidence levels. But let's see how this game is going to go.
So, yeah, so HeroMarine wanted to have the flag, couldn't execute it because ToD is harassing him already with the Polanian forces. And as we said, Polania can shoot further. ToD is, yeah, having a problem here. No, ToD is the blue one. ToD is doing play. HeroMarine has the problem here.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
out
he's
of range
trying
there.
to grab some of these locations, so he didn't manage to get the oil pump just now secured.
ToD.
He's also going for the
ToD.
iron
ToD.
line over here in the
ToD
center.
has a lot of map control.
But in the meantime, I mean, we do see ToD now grabbing the oil pump. Even though this technically kind of feels like the one from his opponent, I mean, he's just desperately trying to grab whatever resources he can now. As he is decapping,
Vaughn, I think that
so
comes
it
down
is
to
enough
balancing.
actually in some of these scenarios to decap as well, yeah.
Nice
sadly
defense.
for him, not going to be able to complete the decap, but you can basically turn it once again back to a, you know,
Not
a
to
gray structure where no one's benefiting from it.
That's Nate.
Exactly.
Full retreat
That's
though.
actually
Not
sometimes a
necessary.
really good move, just to cut off the resource income for the opponent. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So once more on this map as well, we have flags that are relatively easy to capture.
Ooh,
like
it's
the one
going
over
in
here,
hard.
And then there's a similar one in the top section of the map too. Most of the pressure seems to come down, at least in the later
should definitely
stages
throw one of them
the
in melee.
center. So the players apparently decide to fight right over these sandbags
There you
over
go.
here.
Good call, put him in
Eventually,
the
this
building.
will indeed be won right here by ToD, and he's going to now be able to capture that flag. Wouldn't be surprised to see a push here towards this flag right over here as well very shortly, just to prevent the opponent from getting their victory points up nice and early. And maybe even a push towards the center as well.
Yeah, no one has the center flag yet.
Also,
and
it's going to
also
have
don't
to
see
do
any
with
push
the
there.
incoming
There
heroes
is
who are
ToD.
going to
So
be
ToD is
priced
the first one
differently
who
as well.
actually
So
really
keep that in mind.
goes a bit further, so interesting to see. If he managed to get it, he will have 2 flags. Big point income for the victory points.
Alrighty. So a couple of the units right now are hiding over here in the structure. They're going to have to get out of there as well.
Good
Maybe
retreat.
Able to decide to throw a grenade.
Clean.
It's actually on cooldown right now. The grenades, they do take like a minute before they're available once again, but they can do a ton of damage. It's a nice pushback so far. Now, did you see the reserves that they decided to go for?
Yes.
I
It was
didn't quite
Gunter,
catch it myself, so I guess it will be
Grimbart,
I
and a
think-
Saxon
I think
Trooper, Anna, and
HeroMarine,
2 Strashnik.
Yeah, who's Polania? Blue is Polania. ToD has the early reserves, if I remember correctly, with Anna.
2 Strash,
And
yep.
I think that HeroMarine also goes for early reserves, but we will see in a second. Fortunately, we cannot click it to see it. Yeah.
No, I'm a little scared to click things. Apparently, I might accidentally be able to cancel some structures, and I'd rather not, but...
That would be funny, though.
No, it would be funny for us, but not
Yes.
for them. Okay, so there we go. It was indeed Anna and then
Yeah.
the 2 anti-infantry mechs.
which is the classic classic pick. The early stress
Being really aggressive here,
very,
Todd.
very strong. They can have a huge impact on the battlefield, and they can ruin the other one's day.
Extremely aggressive.
Now that we see the red barrels, they're actually one of the tactics to get units out of those buildings is to shoot the barrels, which makes them explode, of course, and force the units to get.
Look how aggressive Todd is playing with Polania, though.
Such a risky position, though.
Very risky position.
Yeah, this is such an easy kill right now. If he decides to.
Not a lot of people know that know the game, that don't know the game that much. Focus the barrels, unfortunately.
As well as the ones in the structure. A lot of reinforcements right now, though, coming up here for HeroMarine.
Oh, this is gonna be a retreat.
Back this location.
ToD is already knocking on the door of HeroMarine. Interesting, but HeroMarine
Hello?
of course has the upper hand here, having his units right next to the barrels.
Todd?
But we'll see.
Are you there?
Just
Making a new one.
Todd?
In the meantime, by the way, there's also a little bit of a secondary
Wait!
skirmish over here, which apparently was.
Oh, he
won by
retreated
ToD,
it.
But the decap did complete.
Okay, he did
Right now,
retreat.
with the units retreating, he decides to go in
Ooh.
for the capture here regardless. So both players slowly trying to take control of as much as they can right now. Well, since the
Todd's doing good.
Or the middle flag here was captured by.
Remember, HeroMarine said he's gonna crush him.
Creep ahead here when it comes to the victory points. So once more, 500 points for the victory, or destroying your opponent HQ.
It's looking one-sided so far.
And while it's very easy
Barracks
to
is
forget
down.
about the victory points, they can certainly bite you in the butt if you do that. So.
And he upgraded it.
definitely. Usually that's the.
No, he
the
didn't.
reason
He
why
bought
I
an
lose my
AT
matches.
cannon
I am
instead.
so,
Wait,
focused on
what?
the battlefield that I tend to forget the victory points, and that's. Yeah.
There's free
usually
AT cannons
my
all around.
downfall. What's nice to see is that.
Todd, what are you
everyone
doing,
has
friend?
now almost all the resource points are
Strange
upgraded
build.
already, so that's good. Invest some money to gain some more in the future. But we see still some.
It's 350
crates lying
iron
around,
gone.
So go get them,
Or
boys.
for another AT.
They are obviously, yeah, they do take a little bit of time, right? So they
That's
are
not gonna happen.
Easily acquired, but you do have to commit some troops as well. And both players are trying to optimize the amount of troops that they have. Another squad over here, 2 squads actually, moving in the direction of the flag that has just been decapped here by HeroMarine.
HeroMarine will be
yes,
able to get
yes.
it up, but
Maintain
will
it.
then have to
Maintain
move anyway.
position.
Yeah,
You got
fighting
it.
Against 2 is
Just need to
no
send
good, so
reinforcements. Oh,
He's not even gonna finish it.
he did finish it.
Yikes.
That is, yeah,
that's not good.
should have eventually invest the time, and we have the.
All right, well,
guard on
reserve 1 is out.
Alrighty, so here we go. Now
Instead
these
of having
are
reserve
very
1,
powerful mechs as well.
Todd decided to go for a cannon,
Now help secure the middle
which is
section.
going to cost him in the timing of getting his reserve.
Grimbard is an extremely powerful anti-infantry mech, hard to take down.
Oh, we're going for
and,
resources. Oh, there's the
Xyr0N
AT though.
confirmed that
Wait, does he have
micro
both of them?
those mechs,
Was
is
that the strat all
giving
along?
you the upper hand on the battlefield. Don't forget that.
I think he has both ATs looking at Grimbard.
The downfall
1,
even
2. Yeah, he does.
But he gets harassed from an anti-tank gun, I believe. Must be.
Oh, that was a strat all along.
He even has a double.
He's
Is
dead.
he gonna be able to get the final hits? Ooh, that was very close.
Oh!
And there
Got
it
him.
is.
It felt like he just barely walked out of the arc right there, but apparently just barely not fast enough.
Wow.
That is a big pickup now. He could technically go in and
Wow.
capture that wreck here, so get some of those resources back.
That is
Big
huge.
iron mine over here in the center has now just been.
I don't think he anticipated that. I don't think he was watching that Grimbard was getting shot from like out of the fog of war, I guess. And then once he realized it was too late, sneaking 2 ATs into that little hill up there is actually not a bad idea.
Like a double circle on the minimap, which makes it a little bit easier
Alright.
to keep track of what is going on.
Yes. And also the
This is an equal skill level game, so it's gonna be a lot more excited than, you know, a veteran versus somebody that doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Having 2 anti-tank guns is.
I like the modified
pretty
emotes
powerful,
you guys have going on.
Very good defensive.
Here it is, Anna,
And
with
he
her
knows
2
that he
Strashniks
will
coming out.
Bring his double Strashnik and Anna with
The tin cans are here, reporting for duty.
Yeah, so he finally now also has his reserves out, which is very helpful. Doesn't just give him some more.
Now, this is the
supply,
problem, right?
some obviously
HeroMarine gave up because he didn't know how to transition into the mid game.
Well, this is where the skirmish, I think, for the center of the map.
Look at
is
his
gonna
StarCraft
really
mentality,
start,
where they
right?
kind of
You
just
see
blob
capture,
a
most
composition of
those
units.
ones actually still available, which is kind of crazy. They've been fighting over that one so long that it seems like they
Look
almost
at both
forgot
players
about
are
the fact
having the
that they even
StarCraft,
existed.
Warcraft mentality, where they blob their main forces together and then utilize their skill sets together as one. Combined arms, ATs are going down. There's gonna be a lot of splash damage for the infantry. Gunter out there trying to lead his army, however.
the victory point win. You have to get
I don't know if HeroMarine has anything to counter this stuff.
mine their walls.
He's trying to get onto the AT. Gunter's in a lot of trouble.
Actually get the kill right here on Gunther.
AT has been manned.
One of the
He's in range to be shot at.
The other ones
There's another AT built as well. All right, we have double ATs. Holy!
You can rebuild it, but again, costs resources. You have to then upgrade it again. It's a pain in the ass to lose.
Sketchy, did you notice that I managed to perfectly mirror your reserve in games we had? Yeah. I saw that. Saw that yesterday. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to play any games after the stream. I have some work to do.
Especially now because he's taking control of the map here in the center, but we do see the big gun send out as well in a perfect position.
All right,
to hit literally
ATs, good spot. Hitting the Strashnik.
HeroMarine has a huge amount
Oh
of
my
money.
god, this fight right here.
He must
Grenades are coming down.
deal with the anti-tank guns. They will.
ATs are in a weird position.
When you have those units,
Everything's retreated. One Strashnik is down.
Big explosion there in the center, followed up with a grenade as well. Amazing moves there
Oh,
by
rip.
HeroMarine, trying to get maximum damage.
HeroMarine
That just
in a better
opens up
position
so
here.
much stuff.
Todd definitely overextended a little bit.
two anti-tank
Not anticipating all that damage coming out.
very good HeroMarine.
All we see is low skill blob. In this game, yes. If they did this in StarCraft, it'll be different.
Camping right next to a couple of barrels.
Shoot the barrels, yeah.
Barrels, man. They're, well,
Oh, free grenade.
there's a lot of range. Did you see that? It like hit the thing over there. In the
Is he going for the grenades? Will he change? No time for that.
It's just different player mentality.
Okay,
That's all.
So, right now we do see the second flag being
The
raised
ATs
here
are pointing in
by
weird
HeroMarine.
directions.
Taking
I
control
love
of
it.
the map. I love this. He's adding in the field cannons into the mix as well, making sure that if the
3
opponent wants to go
ATs,
big, they have to go
holy!
around, right? Like it takes a while to go all the way around.
HeroMarine in a very strong position here.
Utilizing
All of a sudden, Todd
he, destroyed earlier. He
in the
was
corner
using the,
with 2 resources only.
Field guns. Now having it in his own ranks is really great. He has now 3 anti-tank guns ready, waiting for the opponent.
That's really strong.
ToD makes a great, clever move. He's going, but he reveals himself right now. Having all his troops next to the opponent's resources.
Very
will
serious
reveal
question,
himself. So,
bro. Someone of the 2 castles said you can repair, instant repair. Not insta. You can at your headquarters, like at your buildings.
Trying to make sure that he can, at the very least, hit with these units.
If you retreat your mechs all the way to your headquarters, you can.
The cone.
You press R.
Strashnik will
It's called reinforce. It's a reinforce button.
It's a little bit of a funny composition or a funny matchup. Now he's got 3 of them.
It's
in
a
the
special
center. That's the
button.
first time
Yeah,
we actually
it's
see
it's
the
the
field
R
cannons,
key,
being
like
utilized,
Roger.
at least for today and for yesterday as well. We haven't quite seen this much of a
It
focus,
fully
but I really
after you
like it,
retreat them,
because
you
he's
can
just
fully
trying to
heal
win
it
right
up,
now on victory points, right? As long as he can take control of the map.
or have an engineer close by to heal it
just lost
over time.
Wojtek, so that's not a permadeath. She can rebuild him, if you want to call him that. If you want to call it like that.
Reconstruct a bear.
Exactly, but it calls resources again.
Didn't know
so
that. That's
it's,
wild. Yeah.
The bare minimum resource. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
but-
Nah, okay.
There's a cooldown after you reinforce it once, so you can't just continuously reinforce it.
It's a little too easy. There we saw the wolves as well coming forward.
That would be too strong. That would just be
Right, so
constantly
all the
healed.
hero units of the game have some,
Todd taking back the map, indeed.
company to them. Good
But not
with
victory
the
points.
guy will,
I wonder if these players are going again. They don't know how to transition into the mid game, right? So,
send them to the opponent's
are they going to be able to get their Isogrims out? Maybe we'll see an artillery piece or so. Maybe a stiff mutter. Who knows?
for some insight. And
I really do like what ToD is doing here, though, right? Like, it felt like he was being smartered slowly but surely, but he's actually grabbing a lot of the resources on his side of the map back. And while he is going to lose victory points right
As he
here
retreated that.
slowly, he now captured his own flag finally as well, and that's going to, at the very least, you know, slow down the rate at which HeroMarine is gathering those victory points. And obviously, HeroMarine, yeah, he's taking control of the center, but,
Great.
I mean, this takes so much, right? Like, this is like
It's
3
huge.
crews that are basically standing there on
If
idle the
Todd was
entire
smart
game.
and he
So I
knew,
love the idea that HeroMarine
one
knows
artillery
that
piece
ToD
would
is
take
going
care
for
of
right
all
now.
those
He's
AT cannons.
Moving, you know, past
But I don't know if he knows
the center and making sure that he can go
that,
from the sides.
the mods that can do that.
ToD also lost the middle iron mine, so you have only a wreckage there lying around. It will not generate anything. He has to rebuild it if he wants to benefit from it.
Problem is he doesn't have reserves. No, he's gonna have to build it from the workshop.
His door here.
Well,
He's building a Xyr0N instead.
For the time being, yeah, there we go. Additional mechs are
I don't know
now
how I feel
joined
about
here As well.
Oh my god!
Great multitasking here by both guys, though.
Nobody sees that Kaiser?
To yeah, take control of as much
The-
here as they can.
Why am I the only one reacting to this?
Exactly. But now that the game takes so long, that's
The camera's like panning around it. It's right there.
with a bit of luck and a bit of more resources, and we have a Kaiser mech there already standing around.
EU
One of the
casters.
biggest mechs, and I just wanted to say it with the resources everyone have.
All right, well, I think HeroMarine has it in the bag.
Estonian mech, the Kaiser.
He managed to go, you know,
Strongest unit in the game?
Well, that's always relative to what you have.
Advanced Workshop.
How many you have and so on, but it is not very,
Very
nice to fight. Not very nice to fight against.
How did
But
this
it-
guy get
That
into
would
the
rival it
finals?
at the very least.
They're
It's not
pros
really
of
the ideal
StarCraft.
unit here.
It's a
What's great about
somewhat of a
the
marketing
Kaiser is
push
that
as well.
Not only that it has two different guns, it has the upper gun that is anti-tank, but it has also a lower machine gun pinning down whoever is coming close.
Oof.
So it is very powerful. It has no weak
Oof.
point almost. You
This
can't
is looking
weak
rough
point
for
it.
Todd.
And yeah, very, very powerful, and that's what I meant earlier.
I like this.
So if HeroMarine wins, he's gonna face off against Jut again.
Their engineering skills.
Todd making the best of a pretty rough scenario. Tries to go around right now with his anti-mech units. Still though.
Oh
the
goodness,
Kaiser.
the ATs, three ATs looking down at Anna.
The
Trying his
Emperor.
very best
Oh,
to get some damage in right now with
This
Anna
is
pinned
so-
down as well.
so GG.
Retreat, but that's
Anna.
gonna take even more time. Is he gonna be able to get the final hit? There we go. And I
Well,
think,
those
I think we have to
anti-tank
start
guns,
looking right here at the main headquarters.
Yeah.
Is he gonna press the detonation button?
So the anti-tank guns, yeah, they
Yeah, I think Loco's
go
controlling the
for,
camera actually. The way he said
HeroMarine.
that.
The only counter right now I can see against the Kaiser would be ToD building anti-tanks guns as well. You can get them. They are
Always upgrade your resources
basic barracks.
Always.
You don't need to upgrade anything to build them. But again,
whenever you can. Oh,
has no
knock knock,
resources.
open up the door. It's real. It's your Kaiser here,
Yeah, very
kicking your ass
impressive
and
game
keeping it
by
real.
HeroMarine. I know he's
Oh, we're
currently
going for the
juggling
base,
that
boys.
2 games all at once, right? Because the new season in SC2 has begun as well, and he's obviously competing in that. But apparently,
Hey, guys, what do you think about the game? Is it
Busy
fun?
schedule to now
I'm
go
sure
after his
chat
opponents
will let
in
you know.
case. The Kaiser has
But I
arrived,
love it,
looking to
and that's
capture
me
more
being
territory,
biased.
and,
But hey,
well, with that, I'm pretty sure that Todd is dead in the
There it
water.
is.
There we go.
there we
I like that form of GGing by Todd.
yes.
Just burn down your own headquarters. You know, at the very least, don't give your opponent the satisfaction of destroying the main structure, but just, you know, blow it up yourself. So GG, all right there.
GG indeed.
And that means that HeroMarine is indeed successful in this match, and that means that he's got to be moving on very, very
Against Jut.
HeroMarine did a very, very, very
Yeah,
great
let's spam
match.
some GGs.
I'm really,
Where they
really
at?
looking forward
Where are my emotes?
to talk to him. Yeah, it was great. Saxony great. Really
Ba,
happy
ba,
to
ba, ba,
have
ba,
them
ba, ba,
because
ba, ba.
today I
There you
promised
go.
you.
He's been prepared for this most
I
of the
waited
day.
for
Okay,
this
there it is.
moment. It's so nice to.
Is the
to-
Kaiser on there as well?
No, no.
Is
I
it-
have that shirt
don't
now.
have
The Eisenhans is there. We have the Wotan here.
Prince
we have
Wilhelm?
whatever is here on the right side. So this morning I decided to go
Whatever
for the
is
Saxony
here.
T-shirt, and I see that it was the right move.
Looking forward to the Rusviet shirt
Come
tomorrow.
on, PR guy.
Someone picks Rusviet then.
Yeah, apparently in the earlier stages of the beta, for those of you unfamiliar, that was the race or the faction that was played exclusively.
Yeah.
And well, things have changed in
Yes.
just the course of like a month.
Which is good. And then again, just to
Which is
remind you, we are playing the beta right now. So of course, we are doing this tournament. We are doing the beta to collect metadata, to talk to you guys, to see how people are reacting, and to
Play it
change
if you haven't
whatever
yet.
can
For
be
the ones that
changed
have
before
questions
the
about
release,
this game,
and
give it a
then
shot.
the final release of
You don't
the
have to
game
play
is,
against players.
on the
Right now,
September-
the
September
beta has
1st, Tuesday,
campaign.
next week. So yeah.
The campaign.
Yes.
You can
What
do
we're
skirmishes
gonna
against the AI. You can do challenge maps, and you can do a PvP.
Don't go anywhere, but when we come back,
Couple more days left for this until full
decide
release.
who will move on to the Sunday finals.
Oh, hello!
5-minute break. Yo, thank you for the follow, Andres G1. All right, let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit because that is the wrong. That's not 2 minutes. It's not 2 minutes. There it is, 4 minutes. Saxony. Saxony actually showed up to play, which is new. Obviously, Rusviets. Nowhere to be found at all. Sketchy, you would put up a better fight. Yeah, maybe. Than the pros, possibly. Not than Xyr0N and Jut. Jut would crush me. With Brunhilde. Probably only Brunhilde.
Oh, hello!
Saxony love, yo, thank you for the follow. Francis Bruins. Hi Sketchy, are you gonna stream the campaign next week when the game releases? I'm either gonna do YouTube uploads in chapters or stream it. Probably gonna do the YouTube version because streaming is more devoted to like multiplayer games, and I do have a date with another YouTuber to do some 2v2s next week. We'll see. And that's actually what I have to do after the stream. I have to go get ready for next week. What's going on here? You gonna start from the first mission again? I think so. I think I have to start from the beginning. Which is slightly boring, because we've done it already. I don't mean that in a bad way, not boring like the content is boring, but for the people that have watched it already. I might just pick it off from after the train mission, since we did it already. Yeah, I have to give it a thought. Yeah, YouTube is better for single player. Chaos knows. YouTube campaign, exactly. Yeah, this is more casual, hanging out, interacting with you beautiful people. The community, man. I wanted to say that earlier. Xyr0N being there in person, us being here, interacting, communicating on Discord, making emotes, YouTube videos. You know, from Troid, Destin streaming to Red Rupee also casting games. Like, we are a tight-knit community, and it feels good. And I know a lot of people are still somewhat new to this. They don't know what I'm saying or who these people are. And then, together, on top of it all, King R Games, obviously, the doc is managing that Twitch channel right now. I know it's in here. Like, we're under a good, you know? It gives me a job. We're under a good umbrella. It feels really good to have this nice of a community. And I'm actually really grateful for the people that are in Discord, keeping tabs of the toxicity sometimes, but it's a good experience. I love it. You guys are great. Just want to give everyone a big hug. Just bring it in, boys, and possibly girls. Wait for release. It will get toxic fast. We'll take care of them. We'll send Wojtek after them. A tour or two. Make him shut up. Sketchy loves us after all. Crying emoji. I refollowed. Wait for Ranked. Ranked is gonna come out September 15th. And that is, I mean, there are people. You know, there is toxic people, obviously. I've seen it. We've banned them from time to time. Definitely need to RTS community is a good rep, and you guys all helping out so much. Yeah. Also, my band hammer is ready. We're keeping it clean. We're keeping the streets clean, boys. RTS community is actually very how do you say, mature in ways. Depends. I just hope they fix the delay. That's going to be in competitive. Yeah, so, you know, ever since the beginning of this qualifiers into the playoffs, they said that they're going to be patching the game, which they have been doing. I've been, you know, doing a lot of YouTube uploads. I don't know if this works. Does it work? In regards to all the patches and stuff, so they're continuously updating the game, especially in regards to collecting metadata, like Tobi said, to be able to fix the game as much as possible, and they're doing it step by step, day by day, with every game that we play as a community. But yeah, we should see fixes and then upcoming content further on down the road, for sure. Ooh, I like that emoji. I know that's from Loco's stream. Alright, boys.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Iron Harvest preseason final.
That's HeroMarine right there.
Joined here by the biggest of Gapes, HeroMarine. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah, the game went
I'm doing great.
right? I mean, you just ended up winning against ToD.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
That's what you wanted? That's what you came for?
I don't want to be the last guy in the group.
That was the main goal today? I was actually very impressed though, because the multitasking, I mean, obviously, you know, you play a lot of StarCraft, you can multitask, but it takes a little bit of practice. So how much like Iron Harvest have you
That's
played
all
so
he
far?
came here for.
I only played a couple hours because I couldn't play because I didn't know until Monday that I could play here, and also because of the DreamHack and StarCraft going on, I'm not able to practice that much because that's more important.
Yeah, he's
to
more
me, obviously.
focused. Yeah.
So
That's fair.
I got some good coaching, and that's
Yeah.
how I'm able to play the game even though I didn't practice that much. I think, yeah.
Yeah. So who did you end up getting like help?
With it's also a Xyr player from StarCraft, a Grandmaster Xyr.
DJ hitting the
Mixer as
nail on
well.
the head.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
Shader's looking
I
at
believe
that like,
Rotterdam
yes,
actually mentioned he also
a
got
custom
some
map
help
maker would be awesome.
Apparently
We did
Mix is
some
helping out
intensive coaching sessions, so
And that like
Uh,
was mostly as far as like reserves and whatnot go, or like strategies for the maps as well.
like everything, decision making in the game and stuff. He's basically my brain in the game. Yeah. Without him, I don't think I. I mean, without him, I think ToD would have won, for example, and I wouldn't be able to even do anything. But
Yeah.
that was very helpful. Yeah.
You have one more game coming up right now in just a little bit to decide who actually moves on, right? So
Yeah.
did you see the game that was played earlier?
I wasn't really watching because I needed to do my settings, and I was talking to my coach about strategy that I should use and stuff. So I
Xyr0N,
did it
probably.
correctly and everything
Xyr0N's
like
probably
that.
telling him what's going on.
So yeah, I didn't really watch the games. I still have a hard time watching.
Coach
I need
Mixu,
to
maybe
get
Mixu
things
too.
Explained.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but I got a good hang of it, at least from my perspective.
So have you been playing mostly then like the same strategy?
Yeah,
and over again?
basically, yeah.
Okay, so you have no idea what
He didn't talk to me?
Okay.
You
You're
didn't
gonna
see him
mix
here
it
yet.
up entirely.
Need to say
No,
hi.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know it. I don't have the. I'm not the brain in.
Yeah, maybe
The brain is
coach has an idea then.
Mixer, yeah. He's
Mixu
gonna
just
tell
tells
me
you
what to do.
Yeah. So I'll let you go in just a little bit then as
Yeah.
well. But I
So
want
does
to just hear
Mixu,
your
okay.
thoughts on the game so far. Like, do you have any feedbacks for the developers or anything that you've liked or disliked so far?
I mean, I haven't played enough yet. It seems like a fun game for sure. I still like StarCraft more, but that's mostly because I do have the control mapped out pretty much, so I know how to control my units and stuff like that.
He doesn't know how to control
In
his
that
units,
game, I
Xyr0N.
have a lot of problems with my StarCraft 2 habits that I
You're
can't
blabbing.
get rid of. So I
Blabbing.
ended up playing like without control groups every game, basically, because I do too many misclicks, because I can't hotkey the same way I do in StarCraft apparently.
Yep.
So yeah,
Like
The
with
thing is
shift-
that-
They mentioned it
shift adding and
yesterday.
stuff?
yeah, that stuff, and like sometimes I click on one unit and then everything's select, and then I press Q for retreat, and then everything goes back and stuff like that. So, I mean, you do have to play a lot. It's like in every RTS especially.
Yo, King Art Games right
As
now
soon
is
as
like,
you know the mechanics and you know how to, like, not misclick, not like, because I press retreat and then every unit retreats because I selected every unit. I mean, that only happens because I don't really know the control and I need to practice more.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, as long as, or as soon as you basically learn that, I can imagine it being a lot of fun. I saw some first-person games as well, and it's pretty fast. It's you can actually control the
VSync
units.
off,
I don't control my
blur
units. I
off.
just like I said, I just randomly select and then
damage numbers on,
click them somewhere. And
Yeah.
when I
And
see other players playing
unit
that
range
played it for a
on
while,
at all times.
it looks very similar to StarCraft in the sense of like you push the right
You can
side
come-
and then at the same time you push the left side. So
You can come to my
that's
Discord. We
how
can chat.
multitasking
There's a link
is,
down
which
below.
I do like, and some
There's a lot of
good
people in the chat here that are in the Discord as well.
definitely what I do like. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we saw that as well in the first game you played today, where like you pushed over the bridge and you had control of the center of the map. You know,
Yeah.
it's very similar as in like most RTS games where, you know, you can really abuse the speed and momentum of certain units because
Yeah.
knowing where your units are faster than your opponents and stuff really helps out. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you go because obviously you need to talk to your coach then as well and
Alright,
make
yeah.
sure that you get ready or you get
Uh,
ready for the next.
Yeah, let's get started. I mean, the people are waiting, I think. So
Cool, man. Hey, good
See
luck with the
ya.
game and
Yeah.
well, we'll see how you
what
do.
can I do? What I can do? And, yeah, I'll catch you later.
He's not
guys.
confident.
Thank you very much.
Alright, 1 minute supposedly. Dobro dead when? Emoji? I'm gonna leave that up to Clone or not if he wants to do that. Because currently we're running on Clone's theme. He knows he's going to lose, feels bad, man. What can I do? It sounds so sad. Oh. We need cross-platforming multiplayer? Stomping console peasants would be awesome. Damn. Out for blood, huh? I would imagine that some of the console players are going to have mouse and keyboard. It's shit, what can I say? Alright, 10 seconds. Console peasants.
All right, so Tobi, one thing I learned is that hotkeys are optional. HeroMarine just mentioned that he doesn't play with hotkeys. He gets a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Apparently, when he tried using hotkeys, he pressed the retreat button several times on accident, and it's not ideal when you sent your entire army back to retreat at the main.
Iron Harvest Game Boy Advanced.
Probably game over.
We had similar feedback yesterday.
Just wish them
as
good luck.
well,
Nice.
That, can't remember who.
How
it was who
how
said
weird
It's
is it having
Rotterdam that
Xyr0N right there,
with the
here, but also in the chat? That's so cool.
And again, we are still in beta here, and all of the devs.
He ran along like he's going to get crucified now.
And they will for
Oh,
sure.
is that a city?
Take that's a city.
I thought you were saying hi to Bremen, but I'm like, wait, Bremen, that's...
Bremen, that's
I've
in
heard
the
of that.
north.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
ships and nice. They have beer there as well.
They have beer there. They don't have
And
Tobi loves his
I'm
beer.
Very sure that they're taking their notes, and for you can't forget
My
that
mind,
for
it
us,
blown.
for the team, for everyone here, for the publishers,
Hydrate.
for everyone, that's a huge thing.
I'm
that's the
hydrating
first
for
time
you right
ever
here.
we do something with ESL, with Take TV, with esports
Thank
in
you.
general. Yeah. So
No,
things.
I'm getting the vibe at least that like all the feedback is taken into account, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a shift +1 over the next couple of weeks where you can add units to the existing hotkey group as well. I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, like you brought up as well that a lot of the effort has been put into the campaign so far, and that, you know, the multiplayer is something that obviously is important too, but it's, you know, it's been a lot more time spent on the campaign and a little bit less on the multiplayer.
Exactly.
So those kind of features obviously can easily be added over the course of like the next year even, right? Like,
Exactly. At least for the time being, you're right. So
Just
the
write it
campaign
down,
of the
Doc.
21 missions was the focus, or is the focus still, and the multiplayer stuff is slowly now with the beta, now with the meta information is slowly being added. And the hotkeys is definitely something that's a no-brainer, I guess. And also that should be easily addable, if that is a word.
Sketchy, I'm
well,
coming for you. Wait, what did I do?
Well,
Wait,
it's
what?
very appropriate with shift plus you know, the hotkey group. No, but it's good to know that like continued progress is helpful, because I noticed at least
Hold
in
on, I
my
just
own
got-
games that hotkeying is super useful,
To
especially if you have like a big mech
continue
going
to
around. You might
gift
want to like, for example, add like a bunch
They
of
got from
engineers
Sapphire.
in the same
Oh,
hotkey group, so you can actually repair or,
interesting.
you know, make sure you can keep those big boys.
Why are you
alive.
coming for me? What did I miss?
It's significantly easier than just you know, constantly having to click
Oh,
the button section
14.
on the
Oh,
screen
God.
and jump
I
to
just.
the right.
Oh,
But
Xyr0N,
it's pretty funny that
please.
like Gabe was still playing such a good game.
I'm gonna
without
up that
actually
price.
using hotkeys, which is one of the most basic things of an RTS game. Like, you know, and he mentioned he'd only played a couple hours so far, and he looks really on point already. So it's pretty cool.
And we had that yesterday as well, right? So the learning curve is pretty steep there. You can.
So Xyr0N's trying to hoard 20,000 points to 1v1 me.
Plus side on Iron Harvest currently is as well that the.
That needs to be higher. But for now, I'll let it be.
Qualifiers were all relatively same level. That makes it also very nice to.
Gotta do what the community wishes.
Of course, the first 2-3 matches will be hard, but
It's easy to get into, to be honest.
If you
I
win
mean,
the finals
you had the
tomorrow,
same experience,
no
right? I was
pressure.
watching your streams,
I am
and
more
it
than
was a bit
happy
harder in the
to
second
fight
and third match
the
got better
winner
and better and better,
of the
and now
first
you
ever
really
playoffs of Iron
easily,
Harvest.
could easily
Okay.
be part of the qualifiers. So yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of it is also knowing the meta, right? So just watching.
And
the
if I win-
stream and literally seeing 2 games being played, so you see Ana and the 2
I don't know.
anti-infantry mechs. It's just a good way to get started, and yeah, I mean, if you know roughly what you're,
I'll figure
what you're
something
aiming
out.
for, it becomes much easier to play the games as well. But anyways, we're gonna get the final match of the day.
Last
going
game of the day,
as
boys.
soon as we possibly can. It's gonna be HeroMarine versus.
Enjoy this one. It's gonna be the last game of the day. I'm going to hop off stream after this. Unfortunately, I have to do some recordings for you guys for YouTube. You know, I have some edits I need to do.
It's a very long.
Get ready for tomorrow's finals. Maybe I'll do a little intro, a little special intro for Well Played TV and Xyr0N. We'll have to see.
Finale Sunday.
But here we go.
That will be the
On
whole
ice
tweet.
in
Oh,
3D, and we have
I
another.
told you, Jut is a beta. He's not a beta. Jut is a bro. Look at this.
But Saxony good. So Juutalenin, if you get to.
Oh,
I need you to.
I love it.
Um,
I love
reserves
it.
for Juutalenin, with Colonel Zubov and 2 Serbs.
I appreciate the work. Hey, no problem,
Fully
boys.
into
I love
melee
you guys.
and
This is,
Hero
you make it
Marine
easy. You make it fun.
still
And
picking
I enjoy
his,
staying up 5 in the morning for you guys.
early
And killing myself trying to wake up for these streams. It's all for the greater good, though.
On here. He's still got 25 seconds for it. He's probably talking to his coach right now. So you mentioned that.
Tell me, what should I do?
I don't actually know what I'm supposed to be playing, but yeah, he's probably like, oh my god, he's actually picking a Rushfield. What am I supposed to do against it? And there we go. He decides.
Sketchy!
Yo.
Somebody subscribe!
Oh.
And Timbard, that's a typical.
Holy crap.
First reserve pick for Saxony.
Cover your ears, boys.
He will
Because
probably
Spoopy
have
just
at
gifted
least on
10
paper
tiers
Sketchy! Somebody
of
subscribe!
subs.
Timbard on the battlefield.
Thank you for the
However,
emotes.
Utlane will be able to execute and
My boy.
Zubov and the 2 Serbs. That will be a huge problem for
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
So can you talk to us? Just
There's
a
gonna be a
little
few
bit
of
about
those.
The differences between the different factions in the game. So we haven't seen Rushfield yet. Where would they like?
Thanks, Spooky. You're
Sketchy!
a beast.
Somebody subscribe!
We just hit this daily sub goal as well.
very happy as well. And now with the third, the Saxons enter the
Boy's a hero, yo.
all 3 factions of
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. Yeah, we got one more, I think.
They are very slow, but very
Sketchy!
also
Somebody subscribe!
almost not
Love it.
almost not
Thanks for this. Thanks for the support.
opponent's face to actually do really good damage. However,
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
We got 3 more after this.
then they are a powerhouse and then they
Let's go.
however you have to get there. So one tactic against them
Alright.
might be
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
Yeah, we got 2 more after this. Man on Mars also got one. Welcome, Man on Mars, for the voluntold subscription.
they are good in middle distance. They have the most interesting
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
range of mechs. They are heavily relying on their engineer skills. So
If you guys don't know what song that is, look up Hypa Hypa. HYPA HYPA.
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
What the heck is in your hand? It was my breakfast.
very, very good move. But
It was my breakfast at the time. I think it was a melon.
The high ground, man.
Alright.
high ground.
It's over. I've seen Star Wars. I know what happens.
Look how he's harassing him.
Yeah, this is just constant denying, making sure that he cannot capture.
Oh yeah, Vrusviets!
Right now.
With the Zubov, Vrest 2 and 2 Serbs, that's mainly going to be a base rushing composition.
They are on paper again the weakest, but
However,
they are
Rusviets up
extremely
close are going to deal a lot of damage because, hello, we have
They
shotguns.
are very good for recon and hit and run tactics.
Oh, what an amazing sub gift.
Right, so here we go now.
I'm glad you like
Bit of
it.
a change of pace then in this particular game. Eventually, the blue units over here by Juutalenin are going to be able to capture.
He's going to Xyr0N, his base,
oil
lol.
barrel as well.
Took him 3 attempts, but he got it. in the
Xyr0N
end,
memeing
so
on himself.
That's something.
A little bit of a skirmish over here as well for the oil
On
pump.
your
That is-
jump.
Well, can we call this really the side right here of HeroMarine? I don't know. I guess if you draw like a diagonal
love how that
or
became
like
a thing.
Yeah, like a horizontal line through the minimap. You
Oh,
can-
and then if you delete your
say that it's
delete your barracks,
If you
that's
would
called
say-
doing a well played.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. The horizontal line would put that in 50-50 position. So yeah, it's technically
He will
yes,
Xyr off
HeroMarine's,
himself.
oil pump.
Oh, that's so close.
Very close. Very
That
close.
range
He
difference
got out
is
of
so
there.
noticeable here as well.
But you know what's interesting? That Juutalenin, instead of going for the pumps that are the oil pump that is still on his side, which is still has no flag on it, he's deciding to rather go for HeroMarine's oil pump on the left hand. Yes. Oh, and now he probably
Alright,
realized
so-
that he is still an
Juutalenin in the blue,
unflagged
obviously.
pump there.
Playing a little
yeah,
Rusviets.
He's
so
going for it right now.
yeah,
Good map
now he's
control.
getting it and taking what he can from HeroMarine.
All right, so we'll see how this game is going to progress right now. Already a little bit more of an aggressive start, but that seems to be what the Rusviets are shining at, right? With their shorter range, they can get their units out really quick. You can see he's just adding on more and more.
A lot of
as the game
vanguards.
progresses right now as well, where you're using their
Complete
eye,
map control.
income especially. Now this fight
Grenade
over
coming
here
down.
certainly is going to be won by HeroMarine. He's going to be able
Oi,
to
oi, oi, oi.
Big grenade does eventually explode. He levels up.
Here comes reinforcements to try to clean up the squad, maybe. Oh, the micro's trying to get around the boxes. No, it's...
So,
Oh, the retreat route was actually in his favor.
Juutalenin here. So one of the
Wow.
tactics or strategies
The
for
pathing.
are
The one
so
unit that stayed alive was the one
the,
most outside of that circle
so the
engagement.
basic
Was that even English? I don't know.
vanguard, being the the strongest infantry unit, strongest basic infantry unit in the game, also strongest melee unit. it makes great sense to have a big number of them.
Jut
and,
can't be too aggressive, because he'll
suppress
just
the
throw in the towel. He's gotta give him some
Alrighty, now, I
space
like
to
this
play.
move here from HeroMarine though. Trying to go after one of the oil pumps where the pressure is currently not happening. So the entire top section of the map, I guess we can kind of call this the top section of the
That
map.
is a very low Saxony
Constantly under
Stormtrooper.
fire. He's trying his very best to prevent this from being captured, which is good, but obviously it was
Yikes,
already
that is a
captured,
wipe.
which is massive as well. Juutalenin also actually captured this flag a little while ago, which is going to give him some victory points as well. It's not to be forgotten about. And look at that, eventually the player in red will be able to force Juutalenin back.
That was a
Yeah,
good
we need
move
bets
and
going
a
on.
good move.
Xyr0N,
Juutalenin
well
was pushing
played.
hard on the right side. Yeah, but
Yeah,
we see
JDNZ and
here
Jut
as
tomorrow.
well. So if we look on the map right now,
Qualifying
it
for
seems
third
like
and fourth
Juutalenin
place,
has
which
the
is
upper
also
hand,
prize
has
money.
most of the resource points, but we learned already today with Xyr0N's match that there are chances of comeback. So we'll see. HeroMarine going for the
Barack Obama.
I always think of B.A. Baracus, but that's someone else. So for the barracks there, and yeah,
Best president ever.
able to build the higher class
Subjective.
troops.
Yeah, he's going to potentially be able to get his reserves going then relatively early on as well. That's going to make things
That
a little easier.
should be his main goal.
Yeah.
He has the early reserves. He must do something. He needs that firepower now, and the Grimbard could be the could make the difference. However, don't forget that there's still the anti-tank guns lying around, standing around, waiting on the battlefield. Yeah,
I mean, Jut is gonna walk all over him.
exactly.
Somewhere over there. There's a couple of them hidden on the map. Very, very helpful. Reinforcing units right now for Juutalenin once again come up here.
ATs might be able to stop the surf though, now that I think about it.
This oil pump for like the better
What
part
is fit
of the
OP on
last
this
3
map
minutes.
because of their close
So far,
engagement?
not
You're
really
absolutely
able
right.
to do so. Juutalenin right now also going
How
after
are you
the
watching
upgrade
this,
big
Xyr0N?
iron mine
Where
over
are you
here.
right now?
Losing that one
Are you
also
sitting
a
on
very
one of the
significant
desks
hit.
over there watching the
But as
stream?
you pointed out, I mean, he's got his barracks right now. He can certainly go.
What an absolute
A
bro.
couple more units here. Very
He's over there in Germany,
reserves if he wants to.
Cologne, could be
He
doing
has
everything
a
else.
lot of
Instead, he's hanging out with us.
I'm very sure that he's just waiting for the right tick for the oil. So oil is what he needs. That's probably the reason why he's going for the close oil pump. There's nothing closer than that.
I'm
He
sitting in
has
a
to go
special
for
streamer
this
booth
oil
with
pump
green
the
screen and
one he's
everything.
building already. He needs the oil for the resources, reserves. I think
That's
it's
awesome.
160 or 80. I'm not 100.
I thought it was 155, but maybe I'm, yeah.
Would
It's
have been
somewhere
strong.
around there.
However,
somewhere
Saxony
close,
is
so, within
stacker.
seconds he should be able to call. There we go. As we speak, there it is. So he needed that oil desperately. That's why he was trying to deflag and capture Juutalenin's oil pump there.
Yeah, so despite the fact that
Then why are
Juutalenin
the
right
actual
now has
streamers
been
sitting
on
at a diner or
control of this
something?
map for quite some time, I've got a feeling that as soon as Gunter and his buddies are
Alright,
available,
Reserve 1 is out
this
for
army can certainly
HeroMarine.
push back.
Obviously, he's going to be able to push him back slightly.
Juutalenin is
But we do
going
have,
for
whoa, an
the
artillery
assault right
piece I
now.
just
And on
noticed.
the workshop right away.
Nakavanya?
Going right now for the big boy. There he is.
The Nakovanya, it looks impressive, and it even does impressive things. So it is an artillery gun from the Rusviet, shooting extremely fast.
What is he shooting at? Oh.
Long distance. However, it's not very precise, and it's extremely vulnerable against enemy fighting. However, having 1 or 2 of those on the battlefield, yeah.
If you can level it up,
that's
it's
a good thing.
dangerous.
Yep. So we'll see how this is going to go. So, Gunter, there he is, running across the map, and Grimbart right now available as well.
Oh, hello!
Yeah, thank you for
Grimbart
following
is
Night
very, very good, especially against
5014.
those, well,
Appreciate
large
it, man.
amounts of
Welcome.
infantry units
Welcome,
that the
welcome.
Russians are,
As we are
utilizing
finishing up
so
this
far.
gameplay here,
You can see
Saxony
already
versus
the left-hand
Rusviet.
side of the map seems to be a little bit more stable
Jut's still
here
waiting for his
for
res too.
HeroMarine.
We're gonna
Still
see
not
some
quite
action.
sure
I have a
if the
feeling.
pump because, well, here we go, the
I have a
onslaught.
feeling
Blue units
after
is rushing forward right
after
now here.
Zubov jumps in, Hero's gonna be like, all right,
Vanguards are
GG.
coming. I don't know. HeroMarine must try to get out mechs. That might be the only.
Gunter,
real
wake up,
answer.
dude.
Yeah, there you go. Just needed the little push.
Yeah, he's just a little bit, you know, taking a bit of a break. He's been sitting inside of the headquarters since the beginning.
Yeah.
Certainly important to make sure that you keep those units on the move all the time. Now, there's a lot of multitasking happening, and he's actually
Gunter,
gonna push for
capping.
the center. Okay.
Nice.
Good place to be.
Yeah.
Nakavanya though is gonna be able to answer.
I feel like this move though, like using
Potentially
Gunter
knock Gunter down. There it is.
I'm not a big
Oh.
fan of using
Ooh.
capping.
I
Some
mean,
very accurate strikes right there, right on that flag.
Rocketeer there, the artillery gun, just show them what happened when he gets too close to the flag. Yeah, and as you saw,
Little-
Gunter.
Little weird things
I
happening
don't
there.
want to say it's bad
Oh,
spent
Gunter.
resources, but Gunter
Gotta be
should
careful.
be on the front line and dealing damage with his big musket there.
Yep.
Don't overextend that Grimbart.
Fighting on all the other sides, though, yeah.
Yeah, but HeroMarine is slowly but steady coming back. He has a lot of iron. But still
Don't
he
cap.
needs oil.
Don't cap.
Oil is
Fight.
desperate
You shouldn't be capping.
Yeah.
Oil
We
for
can
the
at least decap all the way. No.
He could rush some engineers. Well, engineers are not
Oh,
best units to fight. Of
sad.
Course, but they could pick up the
Game knowledge
gunslinger
wasn't there.
on the battlefield. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a couple of weapon crates around the map, so if the engineers decide to pick those up, they become the units well, they just looted. So if they find a bunch
Yeah,
of
send us a
grenades,
photo.
grenadiers, they magically find, another gun somewhere along the.
You can send them my
I
stream.
don't know, the
Be
trenches
cool to
as
see
well.
for everyone.
They decide to pick those up as well. So that is
Awesome.
certainly a way to quickly spend your money, because you're right. Like, he's low on oil here for most of the game, and if
I'll
he
remind you.
loses this oil pump right over here too, that's gonna really hurt him. Because at that point, I mean, the only oil income that he really is getting
Yeah, he's right there.
is gonna be from the headquarters.
He's near
That's
like
not
Loco
a
and all of
ton.
them.
That's exactly what we. Yes, very good. That's exactly what's happening right now. He just can't afford to lose it. He is low on oil and will lose his only.
Cavalna again, making its presence
I
heard.
love this this graphic though, like this. I don't know, like this big machine. I don't even know what to compare it with, man. I've never seen something like that before.
Oh,
It's like that Tsar tank.
19th century
Thank you for
or
the follow,
something.
Blue Simon.
I don't know if I agree with wheels, man. I think we need to have more
More legs.
Make it crawl like a spider.
By the way, that move the
Yeah.
cannon just did, sitting down.
He's
actually
vet
makes
one,
it,
by the way.
That's one of the moves it can do, and it makes it more
Sentry
steady.
mode.
That makes it a better gun.
It
However,
can shoot away like more than the entire screen.
but it is very very vulnerable. So get out.
He has
one
enough for res
smally,
too.
Just one tiny, teeny, weeny smell.
Ah, he's missing oil.
And it can take down relatively easily.
Oh, we just switched
Um,
resources.
Oh, wow.
Why is
He's
there
decided
3
to queue up
grenadiers?
A couple of grenadiers, which is very helpful. Now, as you can see right there in the middle of the screen as well,
Not that
50%
helpful
of
at
the victory
all.
points have been capped so far here by
1,000
Juutalenin,
iron.
which
I
is
think we're waiting for the
very,
oil.
Very nice for him. He's gaining about
Advanced
0.6
workshop
of
being built
those
right now.
Victory points right now is second. So actually recapturing this one right now is very important for HeroMarine. That's going to stop the progression there and actually start giving him some points in his favor. But the bad boy over here in the distance,
There it is.
currently still just not dealt with, right? Like it's dealing too much damage.
Yeah, and it's leveling up as well. So it gets more and more HP, more and more power, essentially, and yeah. So
And an ability called
HeroMarine
Sentry
must
mode.
find a way to get it down.
Yeah, maybe sending Gunter around might be one of the options, you know, try to at least get something in or just go for a dedicated counter.
Exactly. So we'll see what he comes up with. Meanwhile,
Capture?
Juutalenin has a huge amount of iron and oil. So
That's heroes. There's
yeah,
Ute.
there we go. Juutalenin has a huge amount of iron and oil.
Advanced
1,000
barracks almost done,
and 300.
which we'll
oil
call
there.
reserves
I
2 in just a
expect him
second.
to build his level 2 reserves actually very soon.
Yeah, he just finished up the advanced barracks, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly what he's going to do. Go for those late game.
There it
hits.
is.
There we go. As you pointed it out.
I'm
Big
excited
boys
for
about
this.
to go onto the battlefield. I'm a big fan of these guys right over here. I forget their name every time, but they remind me of. All right, they remind me of Scyther from from Pokemon.
You know, that's actually the name. So Serp means scythe, which like.
Oh really?
So
oh okay.
that's exactly what their
Nice.
name is. So yeah. And as we said in the beginning, all 3 of those units he's just getting in a few seconds
They're gonna come out.
are melee, heavy
3,
melee
2, 1.
units. Yeah, there you go.
Boy,
High HP, high attack
Urusvit
numbers,
power
and
coming at ya.
so, in the middle.
Welcome, comrades.
Now, well,
Like, get out of the way, Scyther. We're not interested in this.
Colonel
GG,
Zubov.
well played.
Colonel Zubov is a very interesting mech. A very
Colonel
interesting
Zubov.
unit because it's
Has him having
the
some
only
problems
mech
there
that
with
has
his
a
with his
weapon.
bodyguards.
So
Oh right.
Colonel Zubov can actually fly over obstacles.
Oh,
also
look at
jump
this.
Out of,
He's going to the
either jump
base.
into the fight
He's
or
going to the
jump
base.
out
Watch.
Of, problems.
He's gonna.
So,
He might
yeah.
fight whatever's on the. Oh,
HeroMarine sees the
Zubov.
unit.
Just shoulder shots.
Unfortunately,
Told you. The
I
second
would have
he
loved
sees
to see
it.
some Zubov
Rip.
action there. Great game though.
Yeah.
Great game.
Very nicely done right there.
HeroMarine did very well, I must say.
Yeah, considering he said he only played a couple hours so far, Juutalenin, I mean, he went undefeated in the qualifier, the very first
Alright.
qualifier. as well.
We're gonna have a quick
I think so.
interview with Loco and Simon. Sorry,
Yeah,
Loco and
he's
Tobi.
been,
Once they get off of this, just gonna talk to
he's been
them
doing an
about the
extremely
meta.
good job, and, I mean, I would like to see HeroMarine put just a couple
Ugh,
of
so we're
hours
gonna get ready for
before we
that.
figure out some of these other strategies, and I'm
So
really
if you're interested in that, go ahead and stay tuned.
But regardless, Juutalenin
Whoop.
is going to be our final player to move on to the round of 4 that will be played tomorrow.
Congratulations to Juutalenin.
Congrats
well played,
indeed.
Xyr0N and Danzy. And in
All right,
the
we're on
end,
standby.
all the community guys, all the heroes of the qualifiers went through these well, qualifier 2 matches, pre-finals group stages, and I think tomorrow
They are quite the
will
combo.
be huge. Like
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be sick.
Yeah, those 4 pro players here. We saw great matches from Well Played. Danzy did a great job. Xyr0N on the edge of destruction pulled.
All the vets made it, boys.
Wow. So I'm really looking forward
Thank God.
to see the combined power tomorrow.
Yeah, so let's have a look at the group stage, or rather the bracket that will be played tomorrow. Well, I guess we can have a look at the final
That's the group,
standings
yeah.
right here in the group
Final
as well.
standings.
Well played first in Group A, followed by Dancy, who was second.
Y'all
And
see
then
that?
Moving on to Group B, we have Xyr0N in first place and Juutalenin second. It is quite exciting though to see the guys from the ESL qualifiers all moving through, right? So the guys that
Yep. I mean, they
were
deserved it.
very good are indeed very, very good as well. That does mean that this game is obviously a game of skill. It's not just experience of being comfortable with a lot of the other RTS games out there. Now the matches apparently that we're gonna be playing tomorrow is gonna be Well Played versus Juutalenin, and then
Oh, nice
Xyr0N
bracket.
versus Danzy, and then obviously after that we have the grand.
I'm gonna have to
final
screenshot that later.
crown Our victor of the preseason tournament.
What I also like a lot is that we have some kind of World Cup here, because Well Played is from Russia, right? Danzy from the UK, Xyr0N from Germany, and Juutalenin from South Korea.
I thought they had like
So
a
that's
physical
amazing.
cup.
4 countries, 4 states, 4 community members. That's so romantic. I really love that.
Yeah, like it turns out everyone, all around the world can be good at this game, and it's nice to see that there's a variety of nationalities. Not just like, it'd be kind of funny, obviously, as well. It was 4 Germans moving on, but
Well, I mean, in the end, it's a German team and a German game, kinda, from Germany. However, with all the different synchronizations and stuff. It
Need
is
a cup now.
international
We
and
do.
Everyone should love RTSs because it's a great game, right? RTSs are...
yes.
You-
I've
you
been playing
know a bit-
RTS
a
games
thing
like
or two.
literally my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm always excited.
Who
when there's
hasn't?
that I can
All
do
of us, I think,
RTS
have.
coming up, and this one certainly has a lot of potential. Now, like he mentioned a couple times already, like Toby mentioned, you can go ahead and download the open beta on Steam right now. You just type in Iron.
Can we get a
Heart,
comment
download it
from
for free.
HeroMarine about those
Coming
SERPs?
out on September
Probably
1st.
not.
A little bit more time to getting your own playtime as well. Obviously, with the release of the game, there will be the campaign. There's going to be a bunch of missions. There's also going to be 3v3, 2v2. There's a lot of other things than just the 1v1 that we have been focusing on so far here today.
Oof.
I'm excited though for tomorrow.
What's
Any
this?
final words?
Yeah, again, thank
Caught
you
me
very
off
much
guard.
for being with us. It's a
Oh, thank you
long
for-
run for the team. It's a long run for everyone, for the team.
Robinology.
It's great to be here today.
Thank you for the
It's
host,
great to
dude.
have such amazing matches there, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. And yeah, thank you. For the
Robinology
chat
is
also,
another
who's also very active.
esports focused caster streamer, mainly for the Korean viewerships. So, big shout outs to him.
We hope to see you then. Hit the follow button.
What's
here
up, bud?
on twitch.tv/TakeTV.
Hope you had a good stream.
So you get notified. Well, we hope to see you here once again tomorrow for the finals.
Peggy 16.
Alright, so now we wait for Loco and Toby.
You heard him. Just for a few months.
I won't let my son die in another meaningless war.
Meaningless? We are defending our homes, our freedom. What do you want?
Sketchy! Somebody subscribe!
Yo! Robinology with a sub, too. Thank you for the support, man. Actually, no. Somebody just gifted that. Never mind. Don't... Ignore that. Two spoopies just on a sub-gifting roll today. Thank you, dude.
Split up the troops. They mustn't catch us all at once.
I need someone I can trust.
I am a soldier. Have been all my life.
It will get worse before it gets better.
If this battle is lost,
Oh, I'm so excited to play this campaign.
nothing to stop them.
The resistance is outnumbered 10-1.
Haven't enough people died already?
Hold the entrance by any means necessary.
We've flown too close to the sun. Now we will all burn.
Oh, man.
I want them exposed and destroyed.
This is a friendly negotiation.
You know what those machines are capable of.
We can't outrun them.
We're not going anywhere.
It was good. There was many fun games today. Yeah, it was better today.
Liar!
Oh, something just happened. Okay, Rip, goodbye. So that's done with. And now we just wait for the call, I suppose. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging though, obviously. Hold up, there it is. Ready when you are. We are ready. It's just me though. Okay, so no Loco this time. No Loco this time. Just Tobi. I baited you all. Waiting for it. Also, we need some music in here. I missed a call from Sir Tobi.
I don't want your empathy. I just want another enemy. I'm not gonna change a thing.
Calling him right now. Waiting for him to pick up. Oh!
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me well?
I can hear really well. Let me confirm if chat can hear you. Chat, can you guys hear Mr. Tobi himself?
Hello, chat. Can you hear me? It's Tobi from Cologne. Unfortunately, they kicked me out of the stage because they have some FIFA tournament or something running there. So yeah, I'm sitting in some very neat, nice booth with my cell phone on Discord. So yeah, I hope that works fine.
Nice, nice. So,
wow,
how was that?
Weird, right? Yesterday we saw Polania main, and today we saw a lot of Saxon here, and even Juutalenin was picking Rusviet in the end. So
yeah,
we have our share of surprises as well.
Yeah, the triangle has been completed thanks to Juutalenin.
Finally, and I was even bringing my Saxon t-shirt today, so that was good. Just on the right day. And
yeah.
Tomorrow I need someone to pick Rusviet. I was talking to Xyr0N today. He thinks that Rusviet will not be picked in the finales, but who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta agree with him on that. I don't think Rusviets are going to be able to be a viable pick in the finals, at least. I think that in casual play you'll see them a lot more. But yeah. However, just to go back to Xyr0N and his game versus Juutalenin. That was really intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Yeah, that was really good. And I was talking to him. He's playing hard. When I talk to him, he's saying that well, easy. But I saw. Well, I was afraid that that's a GG. That it's over. I mean,
yeah.
Xyr0N was pushed almost back into his own base, and it was it was a last. Well, if you ask me, it was a last second call. The reserve he got there, it was a minute, 30 seconds later, and it would look completely different.
Yeah.
So yeah,
absolutely,
a great comeback.
It was a great comeback. I gotta agree with you. I thought that Juutalenin was going to be able to put the game away, especially with that much map control, seeing all the vision, being able to answer whatever Xyr0N had for him. But unfortunately, those two Votans facing off against the Tor by themselves wasn't really enough.
Do you feel like he missed to repair them? I saw that he was backing up with the Wotan. One Wotan, I think, was standing right next to the workshop, but he did not repair it. Maybe he just missed it.
I think he missed that. Yes.
Yeah, that could have. Well, I don't know if it. Not sure if they could take down the Tour, but yeah. Well, having it is better than not having it, right?
Yeah. Somebody in chat mentioned that he wanted to get the Xyr instead, so using repairs to be able, or using resources for the repairs as a waste essentially. But you know, you're at the point where you need to defend. I don't think you have time to call in anything or wait.
Yeah, but doing that when shit is burning, I mean,
exactly.
I get that. The idea is good for sure. I mean, the Xyr is definitely a moving fortress, and having him on the battlefield, that is huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, both players had something together with time. While Xyr0N had the time on his side, Juutalenin had it against him. So yeah, really intense, really interesting match.
Yep.
What do you say about HeroMarine and who was the other one?
I definitely think HeroMarine practiced.
Well, he told me that he had a coach.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious about who that might be. As I know the Iron Harvest community, it must be like someone helping him again. But that's really cool. I mean, yesterday was it Rotterdam or was it?
It was both of them. Both of them were being helped.
But one of them was helped by Jay Danzy, which is great. Yeah. Helping his own opponent. Well, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you see any big surprises today?
Aside from Rosfit being picked, the other thing that surprised me was Juutalenin not only going Saxony, but picking Brunhilde into a very competitive matchup.
And losing her relatively quick as well.
And losing her relatively quick. The thing about the Brunhilde is, it's okay to lose her because she's a hero. You know, she can get revived.
Yeah.
So there's a payoff there, but I don't know if that was the right pick there.
Hard question. What do you say about our boy Xyr0N here? Team Xyr0N winning one match after the other. That's a romantic victory story here.
Absolutely.
Getting into the finals on the last possible moment, right?
Yeah.
Again, Xyr0N he has to have something with time here. That's obviously his thing. Last second turnovers.
No,
great matches and
it's great. Win or lose, I think he's gonna put on a show tomorrow, especially against Well Played TV. So I'm very excited for that game.
Who's your favorite right now? What do you think?
I can't be biased.
Not favorite by who you like most, but who you feel like is the most skilled player here from the matches we saw.
Okay, so just from knowledge and my experience, I think that Well Played TV has more knowledge in terms of competitive play. As you can tell, he has a lot of achievements on his ESL site. Xyr0N does have some competitive play experience, but I think Well Played is going to be more. Again, he has home field advantage as well, being that he's at home. Xyr0N's going to be over there, so there's little things that might help him, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
But still, very great Group A, very amazing Group B. Interesting, and I'm really happy to see, actually, to be honest, that all qualifiers went through. All the community members, more or less, went through the tournament.
They all beat the pros. I'm just happy about that.
I am very happy about that, in fact. So, and tomorrow the big money is waiting.
Yep.
Place number one gets €2,500. That's
$3,000 USDs, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Exactly. Xyr0N told me that he has no car. With $3,000, you can get yourself a nice small. In Germany, you can definitely get a used car for that. So
okay,
that's something.
Yeah, it can get you back home.
Cool. Thank you very much again for your support,
no problem,
Sketchy. I'm looking forward to your videos, to your recaps, to everything. And see you tomorrow, I guess, for the finales of the Iron Harvest tournament.
Absolutely will, man. Take care.
Take care, man. Bye.
Bye.